Maybe you don't. No. I'm not asking you to not. No, you wouldn't.
No,
it's just through the rock and roll of it all.
I mean,
the necessity of it.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, man, I was all off there. Damn it!
I never want to get in front of you.
No, I know. I was.
What happened?
We're having just a conversation. I just lost track of where the intro was. I wasn't sure if I had another kind of go at it. It's fine.
It's okay.
Hey, good morning.
We've had some conversations right up to the bell.
Yeah. I mean, just to enlighten the audience, to keep everybody kind of in on what's going on here. Well,
here we go. Yeah.
Rafe was watching a podcast, like a video podcast, where one of the hosts says he didn't know that you're supposed to go number 2 in the toilet.
Yeah.
He, for his whole life, thought that you would go in your hand.
Put tissue on your hand,
tissue on your hand,
and then place it.
I don't believe it.
I sent you the vid.
I know. Listen, I watched some of the vid.
It seemed pretty sincere. Didn't seem like a bit. He seemed genuinely embarrassed when he was called out by the other hosts.
You don't think it was just something to go viral? Because it worked.
It has to be. It's cringe. Right?
And this
I don't know if it went viral
to be
or not.
somebody in their 20s.
Or maybe he wasn't raised here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
This looks to be somebody, what, in their 20s? Would you say?
Maybe 30s.
Maybe 30. So he's gone 30 years not seeing anything on TV or reading anything.
I mean, when on TV do you see?
Dumb and Dumber.
That's true.
It's a heck of a
I mean, you
scene.
see people sitting on the toilet.
Yeah.
Maybe he's thought, oh, this
Yeah.
is too vulgar for TV. Like, this is still a form of editing. That, Jeff Daniels having diarrhea from the X-Lax on the toilet. Like, oh, they don't want to, embarrass him completely.
So they don't show him going in his hands?
Right.
Yeah, that's why it's funny. He's not even pooping in his own hand.
More so now
It's
than
so over the top
Right.
crazy.
Right.
It's like slapstick, practically.
I cannot believe that you would go 30 years and not know that
sending
people
it.
go number 2
Dude.
in the toilet in the water.
I
don't
can't
know.
imagine.
And his whole thing was, what? Splashback.
I'm
It
always...
was silly to him.
Yeah, like having the germs on the hands that you literally touch everything in your life with.
Well, you see, he puts a toilet paper, like he builds like a toilet paper bowl.
Haven't you
Like a nest?
Haven't you ever
Like
had
a nest, yes.
Haven't you
Yeah,
ever-
it's a nest.
There's got to
Oh.
be something in our lives where we find out that we're doing it wrong, and we never thought about it, and we're like, "Oh my gosh, it seems so obvious. I can't believe I went this far without learning that."
I'll give you an example
Okay, yeah.
in my own life.
Go ahead.
And I think many
it's happened
women
to all
can
of us.
relate.
Don't smell her
to
hands.
Don't no. Listen, and I think this is something that young women need to know. And my mom never told me. I literally found this out way late in life. You cannot flush your tampons, like not the applicator, the actual cotton thing. You're not supposed to flush those, and I know that now.
You got to wrap it, or you got to put it
And
in
you gotta put it in
the
trash can.
In the trash bin.
In the treasure box.
Yes, and I didn't
Yes.
know that. And many of my friends did not know that because it's like an unspoken thing. Because everybody's like, "Ooh, don't talk about it."
Right.
Let it be known.
I was late to the game of the wad's just not worth it, man. I would wad. I was a wadder.
Oh, yeah.
And
I'm
that's-
a folder.
I'm a folder now too. Now that I'm a gentleman, but in my
Gentleman
youth.
fold.
I'm still a cowboy.
Gentleman
I'm a wad
fold.
cowboy.
Are you a wadder?
yeah.
Oh, come on!
It just,
We've talked
I feel
about
like
this
you waste
before.
more.
it wastes
Water.
a ton
It's
more.
such a waste, and it's just it
As the
doesn't feel as clean.
environmentalist you are.
It doesn't feel as clean.
Hey,
It also feels like there's just more risk in the wad.
Totally more.
The
Yeah.
wad is risky.
It
I don't
really
know.
is.
I feel like this
frayed edges.
conversation. I feel like
How'd
the
we get here?
flatness of the fold does not get into the cavity enough. I'm just saying
It
it.
gives you options.
All right.
I like the edging of a wad.
Whoa. Edgy.
Good morning,
I
everyone.
feel like maybe you have more surface area.
I have
No,
personally-
no. Like with the wadding, maybe there's more surface area.
I don't.
There's
do
more.
not understand.
Listen, I can't
friction.
math it out. I don't know.
There's beehole friction is what it is, where you can get up in there. I'm doing hand movements.
It's like when I make a sandwich, guys.
The wad is for those that taught ourselves. We taught ourselves as kids, and like you just this makes sense now, and then all of a sudden you find yourself 28 and somebody's talking about the fold, and you're like, maybe I'll give that a whirl.
Moon, when I make
And
a
it
sandwich,
changes your world.
I like my cold cuts sliced thin.
Yeah, we know.
So
You want to almost see through them.
I kind of pile them on top. I don't fold them on top of a sandwich. I kind of pile them on top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like little wads.
Yeah. We want a
Little
sandwich.
wads.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, you want it more Lion's Choice, less Subway.
yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, little piles. And it's a surface area thing. Anyway.
Don't say piles.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
Well,
I don't buy it. Send Learn the video so they could watch it for themselves.
Oh, I'm
on,
in here
on
right
social
now.
Media.
yeah, let me ruin the rest of my day. Here we
Well,
go.
put it out there so everybody could see it.
Okay, yes, send it to
There's
me.
no way that this is real.
I don't know.
And this seems like somebody of sound mind.
I'm telling you. Right now.
I don't detect a foreign accent.
Well,
Yeah, maybe he's been here a while.
this person's stone cold American.
I mean, it's something as a parent you teach the kid. You go poopy in the potty.
But that's what I mean. Maybe he was raised somewhere else. I mean, there's that. What's that town? I think it's in Thailand.
Carbondale.
Yeah, Carbondale, Thailand.
Hell yeah.
And
in the totality.
In Carbondale, Thailand, they have these houses that are basically like bamboo shoots, and they sit over water. And the family lives all in one room, and they poo between the slats, and it feeds the
Yeah, but they're
fish.
still going-
And then they eat those fish.
Yeah, but they're still
It's
going.
the circle of life.
Yeah.
They're still not going in their hands.
Yeah.
It's crappie, right?
That's different. And it is crappie.
Okay, well, glad we covered that.
Thanks.
That's what the discussion was before the bikes went on.
now
That's
see why
I
the
missed,
timing was off a little bit.
that's why I missed the intro time.
We're in disarray.
Because this is what we were discussing. Hey, hey guys, remember back on Monday?
Hey, yeah.
No.
There was that bad storm that rolled through.
Yeah.
And I was in the car,
The deluge.
the deluge.
Deluge, yes.
And I was in the car, and I was on 40, and I was right next to the Top Golf, and I couldn't see anything.
Yelled at your wife about being on Candy
And
Crush.
my wife was crushing candy, and I'm like, can you do something?
Uh-huh.
Can you navigate, for goodness sake?
Can you look on the radar? Can you pull up Steve Templeton on Channel 4, maybe stream a little bit? Yeah. She's like, nah, it's no problem. I don't see a tornado. Well, guess what?
What?
The local forecast office of the National Weather Service said that confirmed a tornado did strike Chesterfield. There was a tornado in Chesterfield on Monday.
How close to you guys?
Yeah, the touchdown or just a tornado?
Touchdown. Agency confirmed that a tornado did strike Chesterfield, stayed on the ground for 2 miles, just north of 40, just north of Interstate 64. Tornado reached a maximum width of about 1,000 feet, produced peak winds of 85 miles an hour, registering in the weakest class of tornadoes and as an EF0.
Tornado's a tornado, though, man.
That's right.
I seen it. Now that I've seen one in person, man, it's frightening.
You saw one in person?
Yeah, man, I told you in Mexico. I was in the water.
Oh, you
And
saw
I-
like a water spout, right?
Yeah, which is a tornado over water.
Yeah,
I looked right down the beach, and I'm like, wow, whoa. I think it's, and bam, hits the water. And then a second one. And you're like, oh my gosh.
They're we got twins.
Yeah, there was twins.
Oh.
Should we go
Twister, huh?
inside? No, let's stand here and watch it. And that's what we did.
Yeah, so there was a confirmed tornado touching down in
But seeing
Chesterfield.
seeing how quickly it went from, wow, look at that sky, that's pretty cool looking. Let's move over a little bit and look at that. And then all of a sudden you see this, and within, I don't know, 30 seconds, you got something hitting the water, stirring. I mean, you
Yeah.
could see the damage it was doing on the water top. You're just like, man, if that was on me,
Well, here was the whole
screwed.
thing that worried me was I couldn't see anything.
You were in the eye of the tornado,
Like
dude.
we were, like it was raining so hard, and I couldn't see a foot in front of the car.
Did you use the wipers?
Oh, they were on. Wipers were on, Scott, and they were on full.
Were they new wipers? Old. You haven't changed them
I
in a
don't
while.
know.
have you recently Rainx'd?
Yeah. What's up
I
with
don't
your
know
Rainx?
what the wipers were doing. Nothing. It was raining so hard out.
Have you recently applied? God, my dad
Did
used
you,
to talk
do
People
about that
still
all
do
the time.
Rainx?
Did you try
Oh,
wadding
yeah.
your
I'm
wipers?
sure my dad does.
Why?
Yes.
That would have helped.
You wad the
Surface
little
area
rubber
thing.
up. It really gets in the nooks and crannies of the water.
Yeah.
Traffic was stopped. My wife's just going, da 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 da. Everything is all right. Crushing candy over here.
You know what? When my dad used to wax my car when I was, 16 or whatever, he'd put the Rainx on it. And dude, the first time you were in a storm with the Rainx, where the water would beat up and go, it was cool. So I felt like I was in Terminator.
Yeah, as soon as you see that, you go, I don't even need wipers.
I know.
I'm going to save so much money.
Yeah, I remember that was new technology. Sure. That was new technology.
It was? Oh, well, that was the only new technology my dad has adopted in the last 5 decades.
When did Rainx come out?
I don't know. But
I remember when it first got big and people were applying it to their windshields, but you couldn't do. There was something you couldn't do.
1972.
Oh, well.
It was like the only thing my dad taught me how to do
1972.
besides driving.
I remember then.
Yeah, man.
Way back
Howard
when.
Olhausen.
You remember 72?
Oh yeah, 6 years before I was born.
Frampton and Rainx, man.
No, but Rainx had its peak probably in the 90s.
It did.
I think so.
Yeah,
I mean, it was in every garage.
There were commercials.
That's when the young guys of the 70s were becoming fathers. And they were like, I'm going to show these kids what life's all
Rainx
about.
is all about.
Yeah.
You kids want to see water beat off the glass?
Hell yeah.
There you go. Could you? Maybe it was you can't use your wipers for a couple days or something.
It's good
like
if you were tripping too, kind of. Not that I condone tripping and driving, but
Feel like you're passenging.
Never.
cool.
Passenging. You feel like you're in
Passenging,
a Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, dude, if you're passing, it's raining, and then the water's like running backwards, man.
Yeah, man.
It's going up the windshield,
man.
dude.
I'm time traveling.
I'm going through town right now.
Yeah, the rain's going up.
I'm in the spirit world.
Hyperspeed.
Can you see me, dude?
Were you a flashlight holder when your dad worked on cars?
A time or two. I must not have been good at it because I don't think I was invited back after the second time being
This
yelled
kid's
at.
too fidgety.
I don't know, man. I always tried. My dad's not a fix-it kind of guy. There's professionals for this. I'm not a professional. You know, he's one of those guys. And for the most part, I mean, I do remember him trying to fix the lawnmower. Came in with blood running down his arms. Let's see. There was another time, like,
What?
yeah. I mean, I'm sure he grew up kind of, like country style on a farm and all that kind of stuff. So he knew how to do like the things he needed to know how to do.
My dad was a fix-it guy.
He
Not
never taught
very
me
well. Not very well. Certain things he would rig things up.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean. My dad would make attempts. I would see him make an attempt, and I'm sure it would always work, but it would probably take him 10 times longer than it should have. And there was some cursing or yelling involved here and there.
A lot of duct tape in our house.
My dad used to put me behind the entertainment. Remember those like floor to ceiling entertainment walls that your dads would have in the living room because they were single, and it would have like the VCR, the record player. I was little enough. My dad would throw me back there and go, "All right, we got to rewire everything up because something had messed up." So I'd be back there moving wires, and he'd have the flashlight, and it was like little kids.
Wow. We had a hi-fi. Remember the hi-fi?
Huh?
The hi-fi, the radio, and the record player.
Oh, yeah.
It was called a hi-fi.
High five.
I'm sorry, man. Didn't have one.
I wasn't allowed to
down.
He grew up poor.
I had a box. We had a console TV way after you're supposed to have one. And that pair of pliers where the dial used to be.
Nice.
And I was my dad's remote
Like
control.
the vice grips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a human remote control for about 3 years of my childhood, where it was just like tick, 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 tick.
Was it the vice grips that were
It
on
was
it?
like vice grips on the little
Yeah.
piece of metal that the knob
yeah.
used to be on, and I would use those to change it. And then if the picture wasn't great, I'd hold on to the rabbit ear
That reminded me of
because I could get like channel 11 to come in better if I put a little static electricity into it.
mine and Moon's richest cousin. They bought a TV for like $5 or something at a garage sale because the knob wouldn't work anymore, so they had the same setup where that was their little way to change the channels. It's pretty nice.
Dude, I remember the last time. I do remember the last time I fixed anything or installed anything with my dad. I was like in my late 20s, early 30s, something like that. My brother got his first house of his own. My dad's like, I'm going to go over there and help him. We're going to put in a new fan. I was like, okay, I put in a couple fans. I'll help you. And that was the last time. I remember being on the ladder and being chirped at a time or two about something. I don't know. It's a fan. It's not that big of a deal. And, holding something and he's in his 60s by this point, maybe 70s. I don't know. And he just chirped at me. And I realized it doesn't matter how old I am. I'm always going to be this 11-year-old kid that's not holding a flashlight, right? And I'm not crashing on my dad in any way. It was like a very just typical like dad-son thing, and he couldn't see me in any other way.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this is the last time. And I think Clark was at work or something, and he called me. He's like, how'd it go? And I was like, that was the last time I ever fixed anything with Dad.
Yeah.
But it went fine.
And
your Hampton Bay looks great.
It was mutually probably agreed upon. Like, this is not working out.
Yeah, this was this was fun. This was a nice experience.
Yeah,
I think
we did this
here.
together, but we don't need to do this again. I understand that.
Yeah, it was funny.
I was the flashlight holder. I was the tool getter.
I was a beer winch.
Give me a Phillips head, and I get him the flat head, and that one, the one that's like a star. Yeah, the one that with that head like a star.
Yeah,
that one. My dad even had like the he would work on his cars, and he even had like the little ramps he would drive up.
Yeah, we had that too.
The
oil change
for the oil change.
He still has those in his garage. Why?
Like, does he have Mang on the wall?
He's almost 80. No, but guess what? We were just over there on Easter, and my son threw a plane that went on a roof, and I was like, I'll get it. He's got 3 ladders. This guy's almost 80.
Of all the same size or different sizes?
They're all different sizes and all different types. I mean, he's like one of those. Like, he has to have everything just in case. A prepared guy. Right. 3 different style ladders, 3 different sizes. He's almost 80. This guy shouldn't be on a ladder for anything.
Love it.
Yeah,
ever.
My dad even had the ladder that had the rope to make it taller.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
These are nice ladders, by the way. I tried to get one of them out. And he's like, hey, make sure you put that back exactly how you found it.
Yeah.
And then
wipe it down.
I was putting
Grandpa
it in.
likes his ladders a certain way.
You know what he said? He goes, just leave it. Just put it on the floor.
I'll do it.
Just put it on the ground. I'll put it away later. Put it under the truck. And I was like, no, I got it. And I said, he goes, no, you got to reverse it. And I was like,
he's 80. He needs things to do.
Dads would get so frustrated like that. Back to the ramp though with the oil change. My dad had a big old pickup truck, and he's like, all right, Lauren, put them under the. He was directing. He was going to drive. I was too little to drive.
That's a lot of trust.
And he's telling me what to do. Okay, put it right in line. And so he'd try ramping up on those things, and I didn't put it there right. He was so damn mad at me. Had to go get the neighbor Nick to come over because his 9-year-old daughter couldn't do what he needed to be done for these tires to get up on these ramps in his garage.
Yeah,
had the window down. He was screaming at me. I'm like, I'm 9 years old.
They were like red. They were like we had red metal ramps.
Yeah. It seemed like the most dangerous thing maybe of the entire 70s and 80s.
Right.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Those ramps?
If you don't have them just right, a car's falling on your face.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to get under a car that somebody put on these things. I don't.
Yeah, there's a couple times I was hoping for it.
A couple close calls.
I was like, you know what, jerk?
Just get under there.
This thing rolls off here right on top of your ass. Just enough to remind you to be nice.
Well, and my son would be like, hey, if I'm doing something around the house, can I help you out? And then I go back to me helping my dad out, and it didn't go as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It didn't go well always.
My dad's an educator, though, and he's the smartest man I've ever met, like IQ wise and all that. So what he would do is, what he taught me was through word. Like, he would explain why things work. You know what I mean? Like, hey, here's the physics behind this. So when he taught me how to drive, it was important. And then that Rainx thing, I do remember that because that was something that was important to him. He's like, make sure you're supposed to apply this, what is it, every 5 weeks or 5 months or something. He's like, make sure you do that. It's going to help the water beat up.
People are now saying their windshield wipers with Rainx built in.
We are in the future.
There's a Rainx.
Rainx brand?
No, it's just a brand. Yeah. I think
that it just sprays the Rainx.
The water.
It just sprays the Rainx.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're just covering. They're just diversifying. They have your windshield covered.
Yeah. Well, I am a tornado survivor, so.
You okay?
That was the point of all this crap.
Yeah.
It's that you survive.
I survived
We
the
gotta
tornado.
we gotta get you a T-shirt.
Even though it's probably 2 miles from where I was, it's close enough.
Close enough.
Well,
You were probably just there.
I was just there, guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
So what it hit? Just farmland?
No, somebody's house.
Oh no!
A
For real?
roof got, some roof damage, and
Oh, I did not hear about that.
Said
Bummer.
lightly touchdown or something. Whatever that means.
well, it was at EF0. It was on the ground for 2 miles. They said
F0, man.
Good game.
EF0,
Any interest?
the weakest, but did some damage to a roof or two. But thank God everybody's okay.
Any interest in that sequel to Twister? Twisters?
Oh, it looks.
Yeah, who's in that?
Nobody from the original. I
Well,
mean, everybody's
yeah.
dead. Philip Seymour Hoffman's dead. Bill Paxton's dead.
Oh man, I always forget Bill Paxton.
Helen's alive.
Helen's alive. Maybe
Yeah,
she'll
Helen Hunt.
cameo. I think it's her daughter or something playing That's the whole story.
And the one gal's the richest gal on earth or whatever, so she's never going to do nothing.
Jamie Gertz?
Oh,
Yeah, right.
We were talking about her last week.
Jamie Gertz, co-owner of the Atlanta Atlanta Hawks basketball team. That's what it is.
Yeah, she's got more money than interest to do movies.
Hey, Rafe, when you were on the cruise, what, 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah, ish. I don't know.
2 weeks-ish ago.
Last week.
Did the cruise made, what, 2 stops?
One.
Or 1 stop?
Nassau.
Okay.
Or Nassau. I don't know how you say it.
I thought
1 stop.
Nassau.
Nassau.
I don't even know.
Nassau.
Bahamas. Okay, so you were able to get off the boat. Did you get off the boat?
I did not get off the boat because we had to film some sketches and things like that while the casino was down.
But people were able to get off
People were able to get off the boat for 1 day. Yeah.
Did they make announcements like, hey, you need to be back here by a certain time?
Oh, yeah.
Very adamant about it.
That
4 o'clock.
Yeah, that Norwegian Pearl's like, hey, man, we have a schedule, and you will not change it for us. Remember that comedian got left because he fell off his motorcycle, or he rented a scooter, brakes didn't work, crashed, snapped his leg, or did whatever, and they left him there.
That's right.
No, they'll do that. I mean,
they have to leave him there. They
Yeah, they're
have
on
to
a
leave.
schedule.
Yeah, they have to leave and go pick up.
Yeah, they make you settle your tab before you leave the boat. That was how I know they'll leave you. Because when we were doing it, they were like, come by guest services and settle any
outstanding
tab, whether it's food, booze, stuff charged to your room. You have to settle your tab before you get off the boat.
Yeah, because they got to get back to Port Canaveral to bring on the Rizz Show cruise that should have happened.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, if you're there or not, they're leaving. This is a big story. Headline, 8 passengers stranded on African island after Norwegian cruise ship leaves without them.
Oh, man. That is a longer flight home.
6 in the U.S., 2 from Australia were aboard the Norwegian Dawn, which departed from Cape Town, South Africa on March 20th for a 21-day voyage up the coast of Africa to end in Barcelona, Spain on April 10th.
Wow.
On Wednesday,
Barcelona?
that's a long-ass cruise.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So on Wednesday...
I don't feel bad for these people, by the way.
You don't?
No, this is awesome.
Well, they're just going to catch the next boat?
This seems like a nightmare.
You hear the travel they were doing? That sounds incredible.
Yeah, but they're not doing it anymore.
They're not...
These
but now
idiots
they're
didn't
on
make
a
it back.
Beautiful, because if they're in the north part of Africa, right?
They're on their
an
own
island?
now. It's their job now to get back to the boat.
These fools, like, what were they doing? Like,
Well,
snorkeling too long?
No, here's the story. The story is they did an excursion
Right,
that was not affiliated with the cruise ship.
And it didn't
and it was
return in
late.
time? Oh,
and
man.
got them back late.
That sucks. And they're not
And they
fools
have
then.
these skiffs that go because the boat can't dock on the island.
Right. I
So
thought
they
they
have
were...
these skiffs that go from the dock out to the big boat. Last one
they
was
were
a certain
late.
time. They were late.
I thought they
missed
were
it.
just
Goodbye.
drinking on the dock or something. Oh, man, never mind. I take it back. You're not
No,
fools.
these are older people. Think about a 21-day cruise, 21-day African cruise. These are older folks. These aren't your...
Yeah, and they probably didn't find the excursion on their own. Those are things that are advertised to the boats. They do them every day. Every time these boats pop up, they go, hey, take a catamaran to go see, Sunset Cove or whatever. Oh, what a bummer.
So Wednesday, the group of 8 tourists, they were late to return to the ship for an all-aboard time at 3 p.m. from a private excursion on the island,
Which, by the way, just
which
to be
was
clear,
not organized by the cruise line.
most of them are private. The cruise line doesn't do those excursions.
Yeah, it's usually a local...
But they partner with the cruise lines,
Right.
and they advertise, and they whatever. Oh, what a bummer, dude. Oh, no.
They don't play. I was reading about that. We covered this a few... I don't know. We're a year in at this point. I don't know what.
Is this your year anniversary today?
Today is. Thank you for remembering.
Happy anniversary.
Hey, happy
Thank
anniversary.
you.
Is today the 1 year?
Today's 1 year, brother. 1 full trip around the sun as an official Rizz Show cast member, and only late 1 time.
All right, Scott, bring in
Nice.
the
Right.
surprise.
All righty, I will.
And you just admitted.
Surprise! There's no surprise.
Surprise! We forgot.
And you just admitted that the last year it all runs together. Like
It really does.
Your time,
Yeah.
your concept of time is.
You warned me,
It's
and
been
I
killed.
didn't believe you. Now I have no
told you.
concept of time. At some point in the last year, we talked about like was like a year-long cruise, like these
Yeah.
crazy long cruises. Might even been longer than that, like a 5-year cruise. They're doing all these things where people are just basically going to live on the cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cheaper than renting.
I would love to.
Well, they've been running into all kinds of problems. People getting left because of passport issues. Because they dock in certain countries. And if they don't have a passport that's good to get in that country, they have to get off the boat like the country before. You know what I mean? Like they're heading from like
figure that out before they got on.
You'd think so, but there's like a lot of people that like there's certain people who have, for instance, a DUI in Canada is a lot trickier than here. So different countries have different laws pertaining. So if they run a background check off your passport and you're like you're no bueno, they can't even dock with you. So they got to leave. People are getting left on like
oh my god,
all sorts of places.
You just go hide in the
and it's
the
your
basketball
problem
court or something.
You have to get to the next stop that you're allowed to get back on the boat. So like people are having to get off the boat in Cairo, Egypt, whatever. I don't know where the hell they dock. Can't go to Greece for some reason, so they got to fly themselves to Italy and get back on the boat.
Well, on this excursion thing, NBC News interviewed 2 people from South Carolina who are stranded. And they said the tours operator notified the cruise ship, like, hey, we're going to be late. And they're like, nope, sorry.
It says, excuse me, pardon me, goodbye.
Sorry.
SOL.
As a result, the couple from South Carolina here and the rest of the group have been stranded for days on this island off Nigeria, grappling with language, currency issues, and complicated travel to catch up with the ship.
No thanks.
Man. But have you seen the national parks there? This place looks like it's from Jurassic Park. It is stunning. Waterfalls everywhere. It's just gorgeous.
There's probably animals trying to kill him too.
Yeah. I'm ready to go.
Is it Bioko?
So this happened last Wednesday. They were stranded. Monday, they'd made arrangements to rejoin the ship in Banjul, Gambia, but the ship was unable to safely dock there because of weather. So now they got to get to Senegal.
Oh man! And this
These
dude's
people are old as hell.
Yeah.
well, yeah. This
They're
dude's
not young.
He's already looking like Les Stroud, like he's been out there surviving for 4 days.
The best thing is it's probably like 15 grand for this cruise, and now they're going to spend almost that much to get back to it.
They've traveled through 7 countries in 48 hours to get to Senegal, and hopefully they'll be able to get to the ship
No, thank you.
That's
from there.
awesome.
What's this place called? Is it
Sao Tome.
Sao Tome?
And Principe.
What?
Either way, I mean, you got to travel up the African coast. Nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's pretty safe in most of that
Is it?
travel. Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
smokes.
okay.
It does.
It
look-
is.
It does
There's
look,
a lot of wealth on that side of the coast there.
Is it? Listen, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
It does look pretty stunning. These pictures don't even look real. It does look like Jurassic Park. I mean, he's not kidding.
It's stunning. I would get stuck here.
Like this.
and
Look at
be
this.
Just fine.
This is a real photo. That's ridiculous.
Oh,
It's not
look,
fair.
it
That is not
looks-
fair to see that.
It looks lovely, but that wasn't in the plans.
No.
The plans were to be, on the Lido deck playing bingo on a Saturday night.
I'm supposed to be shuffleboarding.
Not trying to get to Senegal by Monday. No thanks. Hey, do you remember that story? I got an update. That guy was joeing at the grocery store.
Oh, yeah, on the produce.
On the produce.
What?
Oh man, it's way worse. More details are coming out.
Is this local?
No, it was at a Safeway in Colorado.
This was our PSA to always wash your produce.
Always wash your produce. I don't know if you were here or not.
No, he wasn't.
That doesn't
it was last
sound
week.
like something I've retained.
So there was a guy in Colorado. His name is Stephen Masalta. So he was arrested after cops found that he was, a grocery store worker, and he was joeing at work.
Oh, he's the worker.
Yeah.
Well,
He was a worker, and he was joeing on
sound a little
things.
familiar.
So this is from the Smoking Gun. When police searched the home of a Colorado supermarket worker suspected in a series of 20 indecent exposure incidents.
There was cucumbers everywhere.
Dude, they discovered shocking videos showing the man, a registered sex offender, contaminating assorted food products with bodily fluid, including a special order of cupcakes later consumed by children attending a birthday party.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
The probe of Stephen Masalta, 32, is detailed in a court affidavit prepared prior to his arrest.
Oh man, I'm not one for stiff sentences, but this guy needs
I get it.
life.
Hey.
Oh, no. I think more than life in prison. This is the death penalty for me. I'm sorry.
Oh, my goodness.
There's no use for this man.
He's a terrorist.
This man has... When I read off what this guy did, he has nothing to contribute to society anymore. There's nothing.
So if you get busted for sexual deviancy in public, should it be called assaulting from here on out?
So the case against Steven stemmed from a police investigation into a 5-month-long string of lewd episodes outside of different coffee shops in Loveland and Fort Collins, Colorado.
This is what he was arrested for before?
Well, they had their eye on him.
Oh, my gosh.
So a male suspect...
Wait, but he was already registered. And how do you have your eye on somebody?
He was already a registered sex offender.
You do one thing, you're gone. It's a probation violation or something, right? What? What do you mean, Anna?
Breaking probation?
What does it take?
A male suspect wearing a face mask or gaiter would appear in the pre-dawn hours outside of a shop and begin joeing in view of workers inside. At times, the suspect was seen recording as he exposed himself. Surveillance video from some of the crime scenes captured a silver sedan in the area at the time of the incidents. It wound up being connected back to this guy.
Okay, so they knew it was him, but they couldn't prove it yet.
Right.
Oh, man.
He was so he was already a registered sex offender. He was a sexual offender caught installing hidden cameras in a woman's bathroom at a church in Woodland, California. He was arrested in 2015 for that. He also placed a phone inside a tissue box atop a toilet. And the device, over a period of several months, recorded 14 women and 6 underage girls. So he was already on the list for that. But that was in California, so now he's in Colorado.
Wow.
After placing an electronic tracker on Masalta's car, which showed him parked near a Starbucks in Denver, cops executed a search warrant at his house, seized 3 phones, 2 laptops, an iPad, 4 flash drives. They also found a journal with his name on it where he discussed his sexual immorality, sex addiction, and deviant impulses. A search of his car the following day yielded 2 more phones, plus printed images of women, some unclothed, from angles where it appears women may not know they were being photographed. Some of the photos contain handwritten notes about the women's physical appearance and how the writer wants to have sexual contact with them. He was also drawing penises all over the place. Additionally, this guy noted stains on the driver and passenger seats under what they call an alternative light source. Oh, that whole car was glowing.
Ew. Because of the black light.
Because of the black light. The whole car.
I like how they include he was drawing penises on everything. Like, that is the gateway to all of this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, what kind of did it say?
Which we all are guilty of drawing penises on things in our lifetime.
All right, here's what
Did they say the type of car it is?
It was
Silver sedan.
a Sonata.
What year though? Because you're gonna find like a 2020 Sonata that's really cheap out there.
2016 Hyundai Sonata.
Yeah, don't buy one that looks like it's in great condition, a little
Take
miles.
a black light to the car.
Looking like a
So not a good idea to shine a black light on it.
Yeah,
Let's
looking
say that.
looking like a cosmic bowl in there.
Oh, and here we get to the grocery store stuff.
Loft House Bandit, dude. This is messed up.
An examination of his phone revealed a variety of vile videos. One clip shot on January 4th showed somebody, presumably Steven, joeing and touching his ding-a-ling to donuts in what appears to be a grocery store.
Oh, the donuts? No!
Of course, the donuts.
At the time of the recording, he worked as a night stalker at a Safeway supermarket in Fort Collins.
The donuts were cream-filled.
Which honestly...
You were better than that.
I'm sorry.
Sad to say.
Which I never
What's
buy,
wrong
by
with
the
you?
way. I always buy just usual donuts.
Sad to say, that seems like a...
Glazed.
That sounds like the right gig. Right? I mean...
What, a night grocery store worker?
Yeah, if somebody's a registered sex offender, you're hoping they're rehabilitated.
Right.
They're out here looking for a gig. Like, obviously, you don't want them working in school.
There's some night stalker clocking out right now that's like, thanks a lot, man.
That's not what I mean, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying...
You're saying away from people.
Yeah, like you're not dealing with people. You're not going to be...
You have a job.
Right.
It's a job.
That's probably how he got hired.
Yeah, you're not going to be...
Interacting.
Interacting with many people. Definitely not any kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it seems like a gig that fits. Let's say it that way.
Yeah, for a registered sex offender, you're working the overnight shift
I
to
understand
stay
what
away
you
from
mean.
children.
And this is how you contribute to society.
Yeah, you're limited, as you should be.
Right. You are limited to where you could work, and this is your gainful employment, and this is your contribution to society.
Thank you. That's what I meant.
Steven here, no. He's got his penis on the donuts. The phones, cops allege, also contain evidence pertaining to his crimes at local coffee shops.
This man has a bakery fetish.
Showing a guy joeing and rubbing his genitals on food items at a grocery store. Products that came into contact with his fluids and penis include strawberries in a plastic sale container, donuts, cupcakes, and a large bucket of commercial pastry frosting.
Damn.
See, this is gonna. Thank you. This is fueling all of my concern. When
All
you
your
look at all
fears.
of that, I mean, you're always like, ooh, what is this glaze really made of?
Oh, come on.
A Safeway manager who was shown screenshots told police that he believed the videos were recorded in the store's bakery and freezer areas. In one of the videos, he touches his penis and joes on a batch of 12 cupcakes. The baked goods were special order with the Safeway bakery by a female customer who requested extra sprinkles on the cupcakes.
This dude's a machine. Hey,
On an order label affixed to the cupcake container, a store employee had written, add Super Mario toys if we have.
what were the additional, what were the original convictions? Did it have something to do with food?
Yes, they knew he was busted a couple weeks ago and we talked about this, but now it's coming out like what exactly he did.
No, I know, but I'm saying like you said he was a registered offender.
Because he was caught recording women at a bathroom at a church.
Okay, so it didn't have anything to do with food. The first time.
The first time, no.
Okay.
He was on the list.
I was just asking.
He was on the list in California, moved to Colorado.
Right, because he seems like
was joeing outside the coffee shops.
He's got a food thing, clearly.
You would think with all of the pornography that is available at any given time on Pornhub that he would be able to just get his rocks off that way. We would not need to do this.
Well, here's
There's
more.
I think
something
that
for everybody.
Here's more. You want to hear more about the cupcakes?
Yeah, that
I think
contributes
that
to this.
contributes
I guess.
to this.
Do you? Yeah,
I
does
do.
it?
I really do.
Yeah.
I think like there's a lot of research now coming out because it's been so prevalent for a couple decades now. I think there's enough research now that's really showing the damage that the availability of pornography is doing.
Yeah, I guess
to,
so. Maybe it's a gateway to this,
To
and not.
I mean, this is
Especially-
not. Let's not throw.
Especially to
Let's not
addictions.
throw a big.
Let's
This
not
is
ruin
a special.
Pornhub.
This is a special situation here. This is sexual deviance to the.
Yeah, but it started somewhere.
You said-
I don't know.
This is sexual.
I understand.
Every
that.
week
I'm
we
just,
talk-
I'm just saying to her point. She said, wouldn't you think that this would be lessened because there's so much available out here? And what I'm saying is, I think for these cases, and this is not an isolated case. Yeah, it's a special case. We're not talking about this kind of stuff every week, but for these types of cases, I think that makes it far
Can you make a
worse.
connection?
And I think all the data
I'm
is
sure.
out there now.
I'm sure you can
This guy's
correlate, but there have been sexual deviance before porn.
Of course.
Yeah, it seems like this guy has a little bit of a I know something you don't know fetish too. Like the secretly recording and secretly doing these things behind the scenes. Like he knows that he's done these terrible things and you don't know.
Well, you want to hear the mind F here.
Oh, this
Okay.
wasn't a mind.
No. Imagine being a parent, knowing your kid was at this birthday party where the cupcakes were consumed, okay? So the mom had ordered 24. He defiled 12 of them.
Damn. Hunger Games. You got a 50% chance of being drafted into this guy's grotesque fantasy.
Yeah, Cupcake Roulette.
Like, as a parent, you go, ooh,
I would want to beat the hell out of him. I would go nuts.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Like, let the parents at him.
Yeah,
This
leave
is
it alone with the
definitely a case where I would institute swamp justice. The swamp justice lawyer.
Why
the
don't we-
food lawyer would advocate for swamp justice on this case.
I'd be mad as hell. And then the
Well,
parents.
the food lawyer would be like, this is out of my jurisdiction.
That's true.
This is not just food is involved, but this is out of my jurisdiction. But as a parent going, whew, little Sally was at that party.
She loves cupcakes.
All the kids got one. There were 2 boxes. There was 2 boxes of 12 cupcakes. He defiled 12 of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's in the box?
What's
in the box?
Oh, man.
Chris also in the chat says, did I just make up a new game, Cupcake Roulette? Yes, I did, and we will be playing it at some point this year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So among the charges filed against this guy are 16 counts of attempted sexual assault on a child. The Cupcake special order label requesting sprinkles and Super Mario toys will be included. Show the order was likely intended for kids. I mean, obviously. You know, all that is evidence now in the case against him. Since one of his videos showed a sexual encounter in a car with a naked woman, and his internet history included January 2024 searches for prostitution, Denver, Colorado, and, quote, worst place for prostitution, Denver, Colorado. Police contended that he, quote, may be at increased risk for contracting sexually transmitted diseases.
Yikes.
So throw that into the mix. He'll be in court on May 10th. Yeah, there's no reason for this man to be walking the earth. Again, he holds... There's no benefit to society with this man being around. But I'm not in charge. Horrible.
He should definitely be on a special diet when he's in prison.
Only cupcakes.
Yeah, only cupcake diet.
Oh, they're going to turn him into a cupcake in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you guys doing? All right?
All right. Yeah, I'm
hungry.
glad I don't live in that town.
Well, how do we
Never
pivot
having
here?
cupcakes again, so.
Hey, Powerball jackpot tonight is over $1 billion.
Oh, man. Let's
That's
go with
how you
this.
pivot.
Don't say jackpot.
Yeah, tonight's Powerball.
Powerball. Goodness.
I hate when you do that, Rafe, and you take a drink, drinking coffee.
When I get a little too pleased with myself.
Yeah, he looks at me in the eyes and just takes a sip of coffee. Don't say jackpot. Sip. All right, here's a hypothetical. Here's a scenario you'll never deal with, but it's fun to think about. All right, a friend. Let's say you have friends, guys. A friend asks if they could borrow $10. You hand them a 10, and they use it to buy Powerball tickets. And huzzah, they hit the jackpot. How much money do they owe you?
Okay, say again. So I saw a friend.
Okay.
It's too early
Moon,
for math.
They asked me for how much.
Moon, could I borrow $10?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I take the $10 and I go buy Powerball tickets. And I hit the jackpot. I hit the $1 billion jackpot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How much do I owe you?
Well, let's see. Let's do the math. So I invested $10 into your enterprise, and you invested none. You won $1 billion. You owe me $1 billion. Now, I don't know, man. I would say a reasonable gift, and I would just go with a percentage. And I'm not going to be the one that says it to you. That needs to be your conscience.
How much do I owe you, Lern?
That's between you, your
$10.
attorney,
Okay,
and,
so it's up
your
to me.
God.
Well, attorney, I don't know what, you let me borrow the $10.
I understand that. And if you choose not to give back a gift, well, then that's on you, and you'll pay for it at some point. And that's not my business. I'm not here to judge, man.
Moon's like, want some cupcakes? Congratulations on your win.
I would assume. Okay, in reverse, man. If I did that and I won something, I would feel the need to give them 50%. But I'm human, so I'll probably give you 20.
50%.
I said
That's a lot.
I would feel the spiritual, like pressure to give you 50%.
How much did they win?
And I would be human and not deliver on that, and I'd only give you 20.
The Powerball tonight is $1 billion.
Yeah.
Okay. You give me $10. You don't know what I'm going to do with the $10.
Yeah.
Rafe, let me borrow $10. I run out. I go buy Powerball tickets. I win.
Okay.
I hit the jackpot. One winner, me. How much do I owe you?
But I mean, would I know that you spent it on that?
No, you don't know anything. This is on you. As the winner, this is on you.
Oh, so it's a gift.
Do?
You just basically gave them a gift, and they went and they.
You don't know what I'm going to use it for.
I would.
Then you can't.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'd give you $10, and then I'd surprise you with $10,000. That's what I'd give you, because I'd want to be Oprah for a second. I'm not giving you half. I'm not giving you the whole damn thing, but I'll give you 10 grand.
You win $1 billion and you give him 10K?
Uh-huh.
Boy, you cheap bastard.
Wow. That's pretty nice.
Hey, man, I don't got to give you nothing.
No, you don't have to. But you going to sleep okay?
Yeah, 10 grand,
listen, I tell you, I go, hey,
This
that $10
dude's still-
you lent me, I went and bought a Powerball ticket.
This dude's
and
still
I won.
waking up at 3:10 in the morning and all this
That's
kind of
his
stuff.
life.
And you're like, here's 10K, pay taxes on it, and maybe get you, I don't know,
No,
a
don't
nice
even
bicycle.
pay taxes on it. Just take it. Don't even tell the IRS.
10 grand. You're so generous.
And then I'll invite you to my mansion
For the $10
for Christmas.
The
every year.
$10 that I lent you.
I don't have to give you 10 grand. I'm going, hey, I'm going to give you 10 grand.
You
I'll give
don't
all
have
of you
to-
10
We
grand.
all know what we don't have
We
to
don't
do.
have to. You don't have to.
Yeah, but don't push back. What are you, greedy? You want more? That's on you.
I think, 10 million at the minimum would be nice.
You wouldn't pay my house off for me?
I don't know. How nice are you right now? I don't know. Right now, no, because you're acting like 10 grand is nothing.
It is.
It is.
You just got $1 billion.
That's not the last gift. We're friends, dude. I'm going to have a whole lifetime of giving you
You're
things.
not going to say like, "Hey, thanks for the $10 that you lent me.
And I'll give you that
I'm
back.
going to pay off your house, and
And
you're going to be debt free."
What is? No, I'm doing that for my mom. I'm not doing. I'm giving
You
you
have $1
10
billion.
grand. I'm giving you 10 grand. You gave me a measly $10.
Well, let's be reasonable. She's got $500 million.
Right.
Okay.
Uncle Sam's got
Taking
a
lump
billion.
sum.
I'm giving you 20% of the cash out.
You will never have to work in your life again. Like you're done.
Good
like
for
you
me.
Are,
Because
good
of
for
his
you.
generosity.
Because of my you
Yeah,
only give me
I
10
gave you the
grand.
$10 back, and then on top of that, buddy, I'm giving you 10 grand, and then we're friends for life. And hey,
Take that
I'm
and
giving you a
invest it.
motorcycle for Christmas this year. You don't know about that.
Let me assure
20
you.
years from now, I'm buying your toupee that you're going to be wearing. I don't know.
Let me
I have
assure
a
you.
thick head of hair.
Not that I can predict the
toupee.
future, but let me assure you that if you win $1 billion off the $10 he gave you and you give him 10K, you are not friends for life.
That's his problem.
I'm pissed.
That's on you.
I assure you,
Hey,
you are forever cut off
I'm
from
friends with
his
Bezos
$10
now,
gifts.
dude. I don't need Scott Rizzuto if he doesn't want to be friends with me. You're all.
You're rotten. Honestly, that's rotten.
I would give you $11.
Well-
Here, go at him now.
I'd be like, here's 10, and you know what, bud?
10%.
Here's 10% interest.
I will
on
tell
that
you
loan.
that I will pay off your house. I will pay off your cars. You will be
No,
debt.
you won't.
Yes, I will.
I would feel.
We're not even.
I
Who
would
else are
feel.
you doing that for? You're doing it for all of
You
us.
lent me the $10 and I just won because of your generosity.
You asked our opinion. You don't get to yell at us
Yes,
for
we
not
do.
agreeing with you.
I do feel like we co-won.
I would give you,
I would
honestly,
feel like we co-won the $1 billion.
I think $1 million's a good. Let's say you take the. I was trying to do the math, and then I was like, "What am I? I don't get paid to do math here." Okay.
Yeah.
What's $1 billion on a 20-year payout? How much is that per year?
Again,
20
math
mil?
is too early for this kind of math.
Because it's 20-year payout if you don't take the lump sum. You win $1 billion.
Over what is it, 30 years, 35
I think
years?
it's 20. I think you can do a 20-year payout.
All right,
Let's just say it's 20.
if you take the
Okay.
lump sum, it's $483.8 million.
Okay. If you take a 20-year
Plus you got to
payout,
get
what
plus
would it be?
taxes. Okay,
It increases by 5% each year for 29 years.
29 years.
Okay.
So you got lump sum up front. The annuity includes one immediate sum followed by 29 annual payments with a 5% increase every year.
Ooh. Let's just say you took the lump sum. 483 mil. I'd give you $1 million.
Yeah, you'd give me $1 million, and
That'd get you out of debt,
It.
and then whatever. That is a significant amount of money to where you'd feel like that rules.
Yeah, and you
Someone
wouldn't
gave
even,
me $1 million. I don't
Okay,
feel like you'd feel like you got ripped off.
So you got taxed. Okay, so
Listen, this breaks it down. Key facts. Okay, lump sum $527,000. Cash reward is chosen $400 million. And then depending on your taxable income, the winner could face federal marginal rate high is 37%, cutting it to $332 million. So $332 million is what we're talking about. Dividing that.
out of the billion. Okay, so if you gave me $1 million, you would never feel it. You wouldn't feel that. You
don't
wouldn't
get-
know.
You don't get to direct what I'm doing.
You
with
wouldn't
millions.
know.
$1 million
It's your
for
buddy.
$10.
It's your buddy Scott Rizzuto who gave you the
Also,
$10.
you want to move to Florida so bad. I'm not paying off your house.
Oh my God.
I'm not helping you get down there any
$10,000?
sooner.
$10,000.
And you don't even want to live in that
You
house
give me
forever.
$10,000.
I'm going to say this.
I'll give you $1 million and buy you a timeshare in Boca Raton.
I'm going to say
Thank you,
this,
Rafe.
and I bet you a lot of people are going to be angry about this. $10,000. If you gave him $10,000 after winning $1 billion from his $10, that's worse than zero. I think that's
You're
worse
right.
than zero.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
You're
Moon,
not the
right.
only person I'm giving money to, though. Like, I'm paying off my
But you gotta
mom's
think this
house.
is a
I'm
friend
doing-
that you
it's
trust.
spreading out everywhere.
You could pay off your mom's house 100 times and still not feel it.
You don't know how big her house is.
It's worse than zero, dude. $10,000.
You could pay off your mom's house 100 times.
I'm so mad at you right now for not taking the 10,000. What's wrong with you? I'm trying to be.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Look in the mirror, bud.
Hey, man, me and you, eye to eye here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You guys all have
Also,
fun and
you're
you're
agreeing with
borrowing-
Moon makes me ill.
Well,
He's
no, it
not
doesn't.
agreeing with
offense,
me.
buddy.
You're crazy.
So
You
if you
guys are
borrow
on
money
island.
from your friend, you wouldn't want them to be set afterwards?
You are acting like I'm not going to help you later in life, too.
How is
like,
it
I'm
supposed
still
to know?
on the
Motorcycle's
show.
not helping.
I'm still waking up with you every day. I'm just a billionaire over here looking at you.
You're not coming in.
I am. I want to work. I'd be too restless. It's either this or Joanne Fabric. I'm coming in here.
Why would you just get expensive hobbies?
No, I'll have those as well. That's what I'll do with my off time.
If I win $1 billion, start auditioning people tomorrow.
This whole thing is amazing. This is not what I
I'll
expected.
zoom in from Bora Bora, my private island,
Your cottage above the water.
every day.
Well, so that's the same scenario. Scott, I gotta ask Scott, what would you do?
I think, if it was, since I'm borrowing it from a friend, I wouldn't just ask some random person or someone that's just on the outer fringe to borrow $10. You know, like I have to trust you, and I'd want you to be set. So I think at minimum it'd be $1 million, but if you're a really close friend, it'd be easily 10. So that way your life is transformed.
Thanks,
and you're
Scott.
in
What is
great
that?
condition
That's
for the
a
rest of your
mensch right
life.
there.
You're set.
That guy's a mensch.
You're getting into heaven for show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I would also make sure that maybe put it in like some kind of trust or something so they couldn't burn through it, but they would have it.
Okay,
You
so
control it. You give it, but control it.
No, have their own trust set up, but that way they know they have an investor and they have all that stuff.
I'd give you 20% and say, that's it.
You get it when you're 50 or whatever.
That's it, man. Like we're even here. We both won this thing.
We did good.
And
I'd give $10K to the person that sold me the ticket.
as a tip.
Oh,
You're
As
like
tip.
Nick Cage and It Could Happen to You when he goes back in and he gives Jane Fonda the.
Brad says 10K is an
Bridget
adorable,
Fonda.
is an absolute slap in the face.
That's what
I hate you all right now. You know what?
It's
Nobody's
crazy.
getting 10K. I'm taking all my money. I'm running. I'm not on the show anymore.
I'd rather you give me nothing.
Whatever.
And this is why. Because then I feel if you gave me 10K, I would feel insulted in a weird way. And then it's like, and then it's over. Like we're settled. If you gave me nothing, at least I'd be like, well, maybe someday conscience will hit her and she'll be like, hey, I should help this fella out. He's dying over here.
Dude,
He's trying to raise all these children, and he gave me the $10. I'm a billionaire
Now you're
living on
bringing
an
the
island.
kids into it. Listen, all I would really owe you is $10, and I'm timesing that by
Technically-
1,000 because that's what I'm comfortable with because that's my money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is
I
your
mean,
money.
sure, you could do it.
I'm a very concerned. I save, dude. I'm not.
You don't need.
She is a miser, dude.
You don't need to worry about anything anymore. You're good.
You don't know that.
Let me say.
What do you mean? What?
She thinks she
Inflation's
needs.
out of control.
She needs $350 million for
For all
lab grown heart.
I have to. I have to be in a cush room, a padded room of my money. So if the world goes to crap, I am cool.
If the world goes to crap, that all that money is going to be meaningless.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. You're better off Joanne Fabrics. At least then you can build things
That's true.
to trade.
Well, man.
Okay, well so they put this out to people. Okay, so here are the options. Friend asks if they go our $10. You hand them 10. They use it to buy a Powerball ticket. They had the jackpot. So do you give back just the original $10 you loaned them? Do you give them half the winnings? Do you give them all the winnings, or do you give them nothing? The top vote getter was. Go ahead.
$10.
Half.
$10.
$10.
Yep. 72% of people in this poll were like, yeah, they just get $10 back.
See that? And I went 10 grand after that. So suck it.
That same 72% would raise hell if they were the loaner
for sure.
of the money, and that happened to them. They'd be sitting at a bar telling that story for the next 20 years of their life.
Yeah.
I loaned Fred $10. He won $1 billion. You want to know what he gave me? Jack squat. $10. It'll just be. It's easy when it's you the one that gets all the money.
Gene says, you guys are crazy. I would be happy with anything.
Oh, Gene.
Gene, you're getting $1 million
Gene.
from me, babe.
There
That's
you go.
awesome.
Oh, Gene, you just made the
Gene.
memoriam, buddy. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You're such a good person, Gene.
Yes, this is a wonderful
Hey,
opportunity.
everyone clap for Gene.
This is a wonderful opportunity to virtue signal.
Gene. Eugene, you genius. I'd be happy with anything.
All right,
oh,
Rafe,
cool, Gene.
You lent Lern the $10. She hits the jackpot. She hands you, hey,
10K?
No, hands you $10 back.
No.
I'm pissed.
You can come live in the commune. Come on. Combine. What is it?
If there's some offers being made.
Commune.
The
Yeah, I'm going to start a
If I
compound.
get to share the mansion, then yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
There's
you and
monetary
Tina come
value
live with
in that.
me and Tim.
That's fine.
Man,
I know you wouldn't want that. That's not part of your deal. You get 10 grand. That's it.
10 grand, that's it. Well,
He's putting it on a barbecue. He's lighting it on fire.
Yeah.
He's going to have some. I can't believe this.
your generosity shows no bounds.
Finger in the air.
Riz.
So,
Scrooge
72
McDuck over here. We didn't know she was on the.
as she's taking her treasure bath.
Yeah.
72%.
Is that a padded room of cash? That is straight up the.
That's the
Scrooge
beginning of
McDuck.
DuckTales, dude. When he dives into the gold, that's Lern.
Which, did you know, like, if somebody actually tried to do that, they would break their neck? If they tried to jump into a
Let's not ruin
room
DuckTales.
full of coins.
You're a real ray of sunshine some days. You know that?
I think Family Guy did it. And I think Peter jumped off a diving board into into gold coins.
Well,
and he broke
Peter
his
was
neck.
fat as hell, so, I mean.
Wow.
Whoa.
Poor Peter.
Oh, now you're
Coming
Yeah.
after everybody.
fat shaming. Okay.
A fictional cartoon character.
Hey, turning into Rizz Point 2. Here we go.
Oh, I don't fat shame
Yeah, you're
nobody.
mean. Here's 10K, fatty. Go buy some cheeseburgers. Like, damn, Lern really, money changed her a lot.
So half the winnings is next at 15%, then nothing at 12%. 2% think they should give you the full $1 billion. No way. No way.
Who does that?
Nobody.
That's absurd. That's virtue
absurd.
signal stuff. Come on. Why'd you play the lotto?
Right.
Yeah. If he knew, with the chance of hitting and then just to give the money back, get out of here. That's not.
Yeah, I hear there's financial advisors taking your money and putting them places and making you money and saying, here, we don't need a cut. You just do it all. Here,
God,
you take it all.
That's stupid.
Come on, man.
I don't believe that. I don't buy that.
Come on, man.
Just like the guy who craps in his hand. I don't buy that either.
And by the way, that is shared on the socials. So if people want to see that, they can watch that later.
Yeah, weigh in on it. I think it's the guy. It's from like 2019, and the
that's
guy was
circling
genuinely embarrassed, and he issued like an apology saying he was taught wrong. No, if it was a very elaborate, and the guy's a good actor. I'll
Just
say
circling
that.
back to because that was what we first started talking about.
Yeah, sorry.
There was a guy on a podcast that Rafe was watching, a video podcast, who says, and this guy, you say he's maybe 30 years old, did not know you're supposed to go number 2 in the toilet. He always thought that you went in your hand and then just tossed it in the toilet after.
Yeah.
And he was mine was blown that people actually go number 2 in the water in the toilet. The
Correct.
video we put on the socials, watch it, weigh in. I don't believe it, but
He didn't watch it either. He's just not believing it out of the gate.
there's no
Not
way.
to sway your opinions. I watched it. He did not. He's editorializing something he didn't watch, which is quality journalism.
I watched some of it. I watched most of it.
I saw it.
I saw about 10
I saw the
to
email.
15%
I
of it.
read the subject line.
I know it's a black gentleman.
Okay, well,
Okay, you see, that's proof.
I guess so. It's irrelevant.
Proof that I at least pulled it up on my computer with all intentions of hitting play, but
Okay.
then something happened, and I don't know. Weigh in. See if they can.
Let's see what Gene thinks.
Sweet
Gene believes
Sweet
it.
Gene.
Sweet.
I love you, Gene.
Sweet Gene.
Oh, sweet Gene. Tell us what you think. If I'm sure you're on the internet at the monastery right now, sweet Gene.
Yeah, Garrett says Gene just told a lie on the radio, and Lern offered him $1 million. And here I was
Dude, I'm
generous
just here
enough
to
to
rile
lend you.
everybody up, okay? People try to paint me in a box. Screw you all.
Floyd says I'd wad up that 10 grand and wipe my ass with it.
Yeah, you almost watched $1 billion.
See, that's a man right there.
Let the edges of the cash get in there.
Hand's going to get dirty.
All right, today's Team Rizz Member of the Day is brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, St. Louis' home for Blues hockey. From St. Charles, Missouri, Bridget Lancaster is our team
Bridget.
today. Bridget has been a Rizz Show weirdo for the last 8 years and an avid Rizz evangelist. Listens to the show live every morning, loves the new dynamics that everyone brings to the table. Bridget is also a fan of the competitive nature between the crew and loves all the inside jokes that have carried on throughout the years. Appreciates King Scott's epic jokes, Lern's fun attitude, Rafe's impressions, Moon's worldly views and positive outlook on life, and my hatred for most things, and ability to keep the show entertaining every week. Well, thank you, Bridget. Bridget Lancaster from St. Charles is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Get super sweet Team Rizz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with some news, including Google. You know they were keeping track of your incognito searches?
Of course.
I'm sure, man.
And AT&T and a Hot Topic data breach. Whoa.
No.
Oh,
it's not good.
I just bought a lot of zipper pants, too, recently. Jeez.
7:08. Wednesday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series, June 1st and 2nd. Tickets available now at www.raceway.com. We got a road block due to a crash 170 southbound from at 270 to Airport Road. There's also a right-hand shoulder block due to an incident at 270 southbound after Big Bend. Your point forecast, cold and windy, maybe some rain. High of 47. Right now it's 41 at the Point Studio.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, check 2, check 3, check 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ready to roll? We are backstage at Point Fest, ladies and gentlemen. Brent and Barry from Shinedown. What's up, gentlemen?
Well,
How are
hello.
you?
What's going on? How are you?
It's great to see you. It's great to see you.
Good to
First
see
of
you.
all,
Thanks for being cool with us because I was super, super late. I was very, very late. Some things in rock and roll haven't changed. The singers are usually late.
now listen, if we're going to do it, you are 18 minutes behind. I don't think that that's even late as far as rock stars go. I think that's just about flat.
All right, we'll take that.
We can take that.
Yeah.
I don't know if do we look at ourselves as, the RS, the rock star type?
You don't
The Rizz Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Now, it could be easy to ignore your social battery, and you spread yourself real thin. Now, what's the right amount of socializing for you? How do you recharge? Maybe you need some more alone time. Some of us need to set boundaries. I mean, that's tough. You hate to disappoint people. You are a people pleaser. Did you know that therapy can give you the self-awareness to build a social life that does not drain your battery? Oh, yeah, if you need to talk to somebody about your social life or anything for that matter, you find out your co-host is a cheapskate. I need to talk to somebody about that. BetterHelp is there for you. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient and flexible and suited to your schedule. You just fill out a brief questionnaire. You get matched with a licensed therapist. You can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Find your social sweet spot with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Rizz today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Rizz.
Bum, bum, bum. Hi from the outside. I mustard called 1,000 times to say I'm sorry for all things that you've done. I tried to call you, but you were not home. No, you weren't home. This is King Scott, Ways of the Blades. Today I'm going to teach you swords. First, you want to start with the Holiday Special, the great way to start an attack. They'll never see it coming. Next, you want to use the Festus Backswing, especially if they use the Matthew Perry. Now you want to finish with a Canterbury Slice. It's a great follow-up if they're using a Crom's Delight. or the miniature poke. Thank you for watching. This is King Scott's Ways of the Blades. Now you know swords.
Everywhere you look at me, you can see I'm in a brace. Yeah, you got a giant halo right there on your face. And every time I look at you, girl, you know it's true. Yeah, you got a giant halo right there on your face. Hello, hi. Howdy. Hello, hi. That was Beyonce's Halo.
Oh, hey, just sitting here checking out all my awards. You know, there are many ways to reach us in the Point Studio. You could call us, you could social media us, I think you could even fax us. But there's a new way. It's called Mic Drop. Yes, download the Point app, click the Mic Drop feature, talk into your phone, and your message goes right to us. Look, I just got one from Jeff Burton.
Hey, Rizz, great show today. I'll see you tomorrow. All right.
Other credit union member like me, you already know all the amazing things that they do for their members, and anybody can become a member. So, you know, just jump into any of the 15 area locations and become a member today. And if you're already a member, stop by and check out the new savings account, the Accelerated Savings. It can pay you up to 5.00% annual percentage yield on your first $5,000 savings balance. Now, you know that's amazing. High-yield savings account like Together Credit Union's Accelerated Savings. They're easy to open. They provide you access to your money without any penalties, easy to manage online, and the interest you earn compounds daily. This is a guaranteed low-risk investment because it's your savings account. And if you pair your Accelerated Savings with Together Credit Union Achieve It Checking, you can save even more. Together Credit Union's Achieve It Checking empowers you by rounding up your transactions and deposits the money directly into your savings account. Plus, eligible members can earn a match up to $8 a month. This is huge. 5.00 annual percentage yield earned on balances between $100 and $5,000.99. Rates accurate as of 3/19/2024. Rates subject to change without notice. Valid with an open checking account. Other rates and terms available. Membership eligibility required. Must be 22 or over. One accelerated savings account per member. Federally insured by the NCUA. Check them out today. Start your journey with confidence, knowing that your money is working as hard as you to secure your financial future. It's all about financial future. Get into Together Credit Union branch. There's 15 of them, so you're close to one right now. Go today or go online to togethercu.org.
All right, it is Memorial Day weekend. We just got up to the farm. Job number one, feed the chickens. Let's go.
There's one turkey, 2 turkeys. Yeah. All right, come on. To the chicken house.
Okay, gotta feed the chickens. Here's what they eat. Look in here. Oh. Come here, camera guy. There you go. All right, chickens. Here we go. Who wants to eat? Hey guys, welcome back to the farm, and I think it's time to check out the chicken house. All right, welcome to the chicken house. Let's see inside. Check this out. Look in the nest. Duck eggs, those will hatch in about 28 days, and we'll have 5 more ducks hopefully on the farm. So here's the pen. The ducks hang out here, the chickens hang out here. The door's normally open because they just wander around, but this is home base. And that little door there closes at 7 o'clock automatically, so everybody better be inside. So now you saw most of the animals. Next week, out to the field. We're gonna do some work. Thanks for coming to the farm.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and what a day in which this has been already.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, joined by Hailstorm.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Hi.
very much.
Hey.
It's great to see you
And our
guys.
invisible third member.
Yes,
Hey,
yes,
well,
yes.
how you doing?
We're the hail half of Hailstorm.
I have to tell you this, and I know you don't remember this because it's been years and years and years, and I don't even remember how many years at this point. But the very first time that you came through the point, you were on.
Know that everyone is looking for ways to save more money these days, and that's why they're having another special big 3-day sale with red hot deals. The Schnucks Deals and Steals 3-day sale is this week, so it starts tomorrow. Tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. When you go to Schnucks, you are going to see big-time money off. Deals you're not going to believe, and steals that going to make you think, man, I'm getting away with something. I'm stealing. This means that these aren't sales you're going to see every week. These are special sales with major money off the items you love. So check out some of these deals. Avocados for 59 cents. Smithfield Bacon, 12-ounce package, $2.79. General Mills cereal, Nature Valley granola bars. Oatmeal squares or Fiber One bars, $1.99. There are so many ways to save money at Schnucks. You earn 2% back with Schnucks Rewards. You can find hundreds of exclusive digital coupons right there on the app. And now you can turbocharge your savings with Schnucks Deals and Steals. The 3-day sale at Schnucks this week starts tomorrow. So make sure you take advantage of this week's huge savings. Keep your eyes and ears open for the next Deals and Steals sale at Schnucks. Schnucks Deals and Steals, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at Schnucks.
Hey, it's Jeff Britton backstage at the pageant, and Nick and Peanut from 311 gracing us with their presence yet again. Thank you guys for taking the time. Appreciate it. St. Louis absolutely freaking loves you guys.
Yeah, how fast did this sell out? It sold out really
super fast.
Yeah.
Super fast.
We're stoked.
And,
We heard about that.
yeah, so thank you for coming in, man. I was looking up, especially you, Nick, before you guys came up here. 49 turning 50 in 2020. You guys have been doing this forever, and I'm the same way. I'm 52. Just a quick story that nobody cares.
All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams. 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails. RizzShow at 1057thepoint.com. Send us your instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app. We'll talk to Chris Kerber later. Talk some Blues hockey. Big game tomorrow. Blues are out in Nashville. So currently the Blues are 3 points behind the Kings for that final wildcard spot. Kings play tonight, so obviously every point counts. Also, we'll play Simpleton Trivia. We haven't played that in a while. We'll give away some fabulous prizes, including tickets for the Rob Zombie Alice Cooper Show. We have tickets to go see the Smashing Pumpkins. And we have tickets to the sold-out Palais Royale show tomorrow over at the Duck Room. Right now, let's get into some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
Energy Stars Heating and Cooling, preferred partner of Ameren, Illinois, to make your home comfortable and affordable.
Hey, if you're with your husband right now, pay close attention to the look on his face when I say this next part.
Okay.
Google just agreed to delete all the data that's been collected from people's incognito searches on Chrome. Yeah, they've been tracking those.
Who actually thought you were incognito?
Most people assume when they search for something in incognito mode, usually pornography,
I purposefully
that
don't
it's confidential.
do it incognito because then I feel like, oh, I'm about right. Like they're tracking you, going like, oop, this person's about ready to do something naughty. So
or
I never
illegal.
do it. Yeah.
Looking
That's
for a
funny.
hitman, eh?
Yeah.
Right.
Good point.
Yeah, I kind of thought the same thing.
Right.
Right. So you think actually Google's actually going to get rid of this information?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I never thought
Well,
it was.
incognito, and now they promised to get rid of this, even though they said they wouldn't track it earlier.
I just assumed it was
Totally.
to keep it from Pornhub from popping up on your work computer when you type in P. If you do
Right. so-
Incognito to me has always just been like so other people get on my computer and don't see it. I never thought Google.
That's why I
wasn't
thought of
tracking
it too.
I never lived in that fantasy.
This
Which
is
I
just
think is what it
survival of the
is.
fittest in the technological age.
Yeah, and Google
Yeah, I never lived
is-
in the they're not tracking
Google
fantasy.
is what it is because they collect all your
Right.
stuff. That's what you sacrifice when you get a Google phone or a Gmail or whatever. Like you are signing up for you are under their thumb. It's everything of you is theirs.
G and Google's for gotcha.
Yeah, that's the deal.
I always thought it was the same thing, Rafe, that you'd kind of protect yourself from somebody using regular Google and typing, if I'm searching something with a P, Pornhub.com doesn't come up first in the search.
That's it.
So
in the predictive.
Best case scenarios, you're stopping predictive text from happening.
What was the actual wording of this? Or what are they saying they're going to do?
Okay,
By the way, it does not work on my computer.
In a lawsuit filed in 2020, the lawsuit accused Google of misrepresenting the type of data it collects from those searches. The lawsuit was settled late last year, but the details just came out in a court filing this week. So they agreed to delete billions of data records from people's private browsing searches.
But they're not agreeing to not do it in the future? All that means is basically, and this is stuff that they've already sold anyway. Like all the data is I mean, in the AI race right now too. Like you think Google is going to take a step back?
Right.
No way.
The plaintiffs wanted $5 billion in damages too, but that didn't happen. So Google is updating its disclosure forms and allowing people to block third-party cookies in incognito mode for the next 5 years.
Should we also say, in addition to this breaking news for a lot of people's blown minds, that when you clear your search history, like that's still available somewhere?
Of course.
Because people think like, oh, now it's gone. You'll never see what I saw
Well, that's
today.
how they catch a lot of people, like a lot of murderers.
I know.
Who think they're clever by,
Yeah.
going to Google.
Still in your computer, though, right?
By going to Google, how to dispose of a body, and then go clear search history. They'll never get me.
Right. They got your ass.
I'm smarter than the, police. Google also won't track how often you switch to incognito from now on. But it doesn't say they're not going to stop
Of course not.
tracking what you're searching.
It just means they're updating the things so they can make it somewhat more transparent. But come on, man, that's the game. Is data collection, and then sell it.
Right.
And use it for the development of things like AI technology and all that.
And marketing.
Right. This is a heck of a race right now. There's a few $100 billion on the line.
Yeah, and listen, if I, for one,
Oh,
bow down to our Google overlords,
the incognito
and I'm at
overlord.
your service. 73 million current and former AT&T customers have had their data leaked on the dark web.
This is upsetting. I'm an AT&T customer.
How do you get to the dark web?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Darkweb.web.
Close your eyes.
Incognito on Google.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're on incognito, you're on the dark web.
I always hear about this dark web. It seems like a cool place. I don't know how to get there.
I don't like it.
get there?
How do I get there?
Got to go to
What's that? There's
Dread Pirate. Remember that Dread Pirate guy that got... I'm Googling dark web.
there's a browser.
Oh, here's a video that says how to access the dark web
Tor
safely.
is what it's called,
Oh.
right?
You guys do it. What's on there? Look me up.
Go into the dark web
All your headphones on
and
there.
gonna get murdered, baby. Go into the
So-
dark web and
That was at what, Silk Road?
Well, Silk Road was the
Silk Road
the
was
first
like,
thing he was using to sell
Dread
drugs.
Pirate Scott or whatever, that guy. Was that you?
That Kim.com guy?
No, that was the guy.
They got
selling
that
drugs.
guy.
That guy, he's in exile, right? He's not in jail.
Let's look it up.
Kim.com's not in jail.
That's not the dude who was on that was doing.
The Silk Road guy,
Yeah, that's not the guy.
that was the drugs.
That was drugs, and that was just a use for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Or for
Yeah,
not
yeah,
Bitcoin,
yeah.
but crypto. That was
crypto,
like the beginning of the crypto. And you know where I learned that? On that Crypto Wars thing.
Yeah.
Heck of an informational podcast.
So AT&T said, quote, AT&T
Dread
has
Pirate Roberts, sorry.
AT&T has determined that AT&T data-specific fields were contained in a data set released on the dark web approximately 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We will be communicating with current and former account holders with compromised sensitive personal information. Passcodes have been affected by the leak, but compromised data doesn't seem to contain financial info. I'm an AT&T customer. When I saw this, I went,
Me too.
But didn't it say that the social security numbers were
Leaked?
leaked as well in this?
well, I guess I'll wait for them to contact me.
Did you change your passcode?
I did not.
Need to do that
I'll be
today.
doing that today.
All right.
The data set comes from 2019, affects 7.6 million. 7.6 million current customers and around 65 million former AT&T customers.
Wow. Change your password for what?
for AT&T.
Oh, dang.
If you're a AT&T person. Hot Topic hacked. Hot Topic informed customers of a data breach from 2023 that may have leaked personal information. In an email, Hot Topic said it noticed suspicious login activity to certain Hot Topic rewards accounts.
Oh, boy.
This is kind of like incognito mode getting tracked. You're going to feel the same embarrassment. You're like, my name's in the Hot Topic stuff. I know.
An investigation found unauthorized parties launching automated attacks against the company's website and mobile app November 18th, 19th, 25th of 2023. Hot Topic indicated the customers' names, email addresses, phone numbers, order history, and date of birth may have been leaked. Fortunately, hackers could access only the last 4 digits of any customer's credit or debit card. They're working with cybersecurity experts to make sure another hack does not happen.
All the goth kids, wake up. Tell your parents that their financial information has been hacked.
Well, I was looking for pants that would make people think I was in the replacements.
Yeah, I love Hot Topic.
Are you one of those responsible adults who get back to 0 unread emails each day? Like how many, if I were to open up your phone, how many unopened emails would it say?
Like the notifications? 0.
0. I'm a 0 person. Are you?
I'm a 0.
Rafe?
Well,
Yeah, let's hear that.
158,344.
Okay. That's still
that a
amateur
lot?
hour. Yes. That is still amateur hour when it comes to my wife, by the way, who I think is
These people.
is 500,000.
I couldn't sleep.
I'm pretty much 0. A little over 19,000. Right?
19,000, my God. You know what, Scott?
This is on my Apple Mail, by the way. My Gmail's not like when I go to my Gmail account, which is my actual account. This is my Apple that's got like an old Hotmail account on it. It's got all my mails getting merged, and it's almost all junk.
Why have that account anymore?
But what if something comes through
My
there?
Gmail has 2, and that's driving me crazy. And my work email has 0.
Yeah. I treat the inbox as a to-do list. If there's an unread or if there's an email in there, that's something that I need to have attention to. And then I file everything away after it's done or delete it.
A new study found that letting your email stay cluttered, like what you have, Scott,
Is awesome.
may be
it's
affecting
good for you.
and may be affecting your mental health more than you
In
realize.
a good way.
If this study found that people who let emails build up or use their inbox like a to-do list,
Hi, everyone.
and that was specifically in here. If you use your inbox like a to-do list, you're more likely to forget about stuff and let it fall by the wayside.
Hey, what's up?
And that could be a problem when it's something like a reminder to pay a bill. They found that a cluttered inbox can leave you feeling flustered and disorganized all the time, and it could even be costing you hundreds of dollars a year in things like unnecessary late fees.
Look at you guys. You okay? What's late?
I hope. Oh, man, let's find out.
Nothing, dude.
No, I'm pretty
Hey,
good with that.
I will say, and as you're saying this, I'm falling into this category. Even though I'm a 0 guy, I have a lot of things that I have nothing that's unread. But as far as my inbox goes, I'm sure it's a cluttered mess. I mean, I mean, isn't it just tons of just crap that's all opened?
No,
Some of the things I need to go back to, like
Right.
how do you like color the flags?
I
or something?
flag things, yeah. I flag a lot of things.
I need to start getting more organized with that. But when it
I
said
need to
cluttered
start doing
inbox, that didn't necessarily mean unread emails, the bubbles. I'm a 0 bubble guy, but my inbox probably doesn't look great.
It's combo of both the bubbles and the I'm just clicking read, but I'm not really reading.
Yeah, I spent about 3 or 4 hours yesterday in my inbox going through things and all, because I had a week-long vacation. So I was like, what did I miss and what did I get rid of or what did I open just so I could get rid of the bubble that I still need to handle?
I have 6 emails in my inbox, all read, but there's things that need to be done. So they haven't been deleted or filed away yet because I still have things to do. And then once they're done, I'll file them away or delete.
Do you have like no emails in your inbox?
Yeah, once I'm done.
Whoa, now that is impressive.
Yeah.
How can I get there?
I'll teach you my ways. I have 1,000, like for the Rizz Show
You have
specifically.
1,000
I have
subfolders?
I have subfolders. So like when we were planning Rizz Show Live, I had an entire directory of Rizz Show Live things
Oh,
from
man.
social media, creative, business information,
I need
etc.
that. That would take
I'm a
me.
psychopath.
I have
That would
I
take
have a
me-
lot of folders. too.
Explain that to me. You had what?
That would take me weeks.
I have
I have subfolders.
For Rizz Show Live?
Well, for anything.
From where?
From emails.
From emails.
From who?
From everyone.
From everyone.
From all of
All
you.
right,
have
I'll start
subfolders,
doing
too.
this.
Yeah, that'll take me weeks.
You know?
I'm going to do it.
I have everything subfoldered.
thanks.
Going to the
I just have I
dark
flag
web and
people
friend.
as important, and then I have a little. It does it for me. It just I look at my important. You're in there. You're in there. You're in there. Everybody's
Oh,
in there.
thanks, buddy.
People that if I want to hear from you, if the algorithm learns it in Gmail. Like if you're opening emails from people, they'll automatically flag it as important and put in your important, and then you can just. I don't have to look at this. I don't have to go through and unsubscribe to. Let's see who's got. Oh Lord, I missed. Oh my God, I missed Bed Bath and Beyond. Still sending out emails. They're not even a thing.
Yeah.
Got one of those this morning. St. Louis Post Dispatch. Oh no. Spanx
out,
for some reason. Don't know why. IKEA. Good Lord. Got to get back to them immediately. It's driving me crazy.
You better unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Unsubscribe.
I do, and then they're dummy account. You can never unsubscribe. We don't live in an unsubscribe world anymore. You unsubscribe, and they'll send you an email from another IKEA account. IKEA 2, IKEA 4. It never ends.
Yeah, I feel like I've had a few unsubscribed days where I'm like, oh, okay, this is my mission.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
Never works.
Unsubscribe day.
It hasn't helped anything.
Never.
Nah.
All right, so you might feel unlucky after you don't hit the Powerball again tonight, but count your blessings because at least your luck isn't this bad. All right, I got two stories here. 2 people in Muncie, Indiana were rushed to a hospital on Monday after they got hit by an airplane.
Whoa. Okay.
They were on a walking path near an airport when a single-engine plane fell out of the sky. One of them was seriously hurt, and so was the pilot. But last I heard, everyone survived. Even the deputy chief of police called it a bad day.
What do you
Man.
mean they survived? You got hit by an airplane falling from the sky?
Yeah. The pilot survived, and the person on the ground survived.
Wow.
Wow.
They're lucky.
What, were they just walking and they got dunked by the
Nose?
the little bar that spans the wheels there, like the bunk on the back of the head?
I don't know to what extent they were quote unquote hit,
Yeah, well, I got to know.
but they were on a walking trail and a plane fell from the sky and they got hurt. They're in the hospital in serious condition.
I mean, it had to be the engine was out, right? Otherwise, don't you hear that coming significantly loudly?
Maybe you're on a walking trail and you got nowhere to run. I don't know.
Do planes
can you
not
hear
have
with your
horns?
Oh,
No,
you
planes don't
you
have
made it
horns.
seem like they got hit and they didn't know it was coming.
Yes,
That's true.
that's what I'm assuming.
That's like some Scooby Doo stuff, man. That's like some cartoony stuff. They had to have.
Do planes have horns?
I'm
Why
looking
would they
it up.
need horns?
When they're on the runway. and they- Hey, Dave! I don't know.
Geese.
Yeah.
Did you hear a car honk 1,000 feet up?
Yes, some planes have horns. Yes.
That's crazy.
They have a preliminary functional tools used for maintenance, not warning devices like car horns, but the horn is located on the nose wheel and can be operated from the cockpit by pressing P and 1. It's used to warn ground crews.
Now I want to be a pilot.
Crazy.
All right,
It's got to sound differently, right? Like sounds like a seagull or something.
No, it's got to sound like a train.
Okay.
I'm glad these folks are living. You said they're okay, or
One's in serious condition, but it looks
Sorry
like
to
they will survive. Meanwhile, in Florida, a guy in Naples is trying to get NASA to cover the damages after a piece of trash from the space station hit his house.
Okay. I had this thought yesterday. I was in my backyard, and all of a sudden there was like a couple of random trash things that I felt like, is this from a plane? Did somebody throw this out of a small engine plane? There were just weird things in my backyard yesterday, like receipts. I don't know. Plastic that was random. Made no sense.
Garrett brings up a good point, Moon.
okay?
What if he had his AirPods in?
Yeah,
You're on a trail. I'm walking. I got my AirPods in.
great call.
I don't hear. The last thing I think a plane's going to fall out of the sky and hit me. Anyway, so this guy in Florida wants to get NASA to cover the damages after a piece of trash from the space station hit his house. So it happened last month, actually, at 2:34 p.m. on March 8th. A 2-pound object crashed through his roof, came through the ceiling, and blew a hole in his wood floor.
Yeah.
He wasn't there, but his son was. A security camera recorded the sound. 2:34 would make sense because U.S. Space Command tracked a piece of debris from the space station re-entering Earth's atmosphere over the Gulf of Mexico 5 minutes earlier at 2:29 p.m. The object they tracked was a bunch of depleted batteries that were supposed to be sent back years ago in a controlled descent. They missed their ride home after a series of delays, so NASA just jettisoned the batteries in 2021 and basically hoped they wouldn't hit anything when they fell.
Awesome.
He's still waiting to hear back from NASA.
You can get the International Space Station app where it'll give you a little ding whenever it's going to be above you because of your GPS coordinates. And so Tim and he has it on his phone. And so we'll go out like on a clear night and you can see the space station roll through your backyard.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have that
it's cool.
night sky. I think it's
Does
called
this
night
ding
sky.
like
Sky
every?
shows it too.
It'll give
Night
you like
Sky
an
shows
email.
it
Does
too.
it ding like every 47 minutes?
No.
I mean, isn't it moving at like 18,000 miles an hour or something?
Oh, yeah. And you can see it. It's cool. You got
Oh
a
yeah,
telescope?
my night sky app, you could see when it passes over. It's
Yeah.
You know, well, there it is.
Ding,
There it is.
ding. I got some pilot here at a 737 or 747.
Go ahead.
Listen, I can't hear this obviously, so I fast forward it until he looks up and hits a button. So
Okay,
let's
go
hope
ahead.
he's talking about the horn.
Something that is located up here called ground call. Okay.
Yeah.
If I press this button up here, it will send a signal out down from the nose wheel well bay that is there to decide. It is designed in order to grab the attention of the ground crew.
Yeah.
So if I want
Yeah.
something from the ground crew, let's say for example that I've gotten some new information. This, okay?
Hit the horn.
Oh, that's
Okay.
the horn.
That's the sound of it. That is essentially what we have.
Okay, so it's not
if
really
I hear
a
that
horn.
coming, I'm not looking
Were you
up.
more of
I'm
like
gonna look for an elevator coming down.
I'm sad that that's what it sounds
you
like.
want it more like an ooga.
Yeah, that would be the perfect airplane horn.
I'd love it.
There's some old Model A.
How about the fact that NASA just like, we just hope this whole thing, we're gonna just throw some batteries out and hope it doesn't hit anybody.
Yeah, I like how they test these kind of things all the time. They're like, we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, let's just throw it out
It could
there.
create a black hole if we open this thing up. Whatever. No big deal.
It's humans doing stuff, you know?
Yeah,
We're
well,
the worst.
Listen, what's the percent of water on the planet?
70, I believe, ish.
So 70% oceans and bodies of water.
Yeah, let's drop some batteries in there.
71.
Sweet. Thank you, scientists.
They should pay for it, but also how cool is that you get to keep that? I don't know. As a space cadet, I'd be kind of like, oh, this is kind of neat. I mean, I'm glad I didn't die.
Yeah, I mean, it went through the roof, through the ceiling,
Yeah.
through the floor.
They should pay for it.
They say engineers at Kennedy Space Center will analyze the object, quote, as soon as possible to figure out if it really is something from the space station.
Or if it's something from an airplane toilet. Space poopy.
Speaking,
Meteor.
dude,
Fries up.
speaking of lucky. Okay, there's video to go along with this story. A guy in Eugene, Oregon, walked into a corner store on Thursday called Quick Trip.
I've heard of
Not
those.
the quick trip.
Not the Quick Trip. It's actually Quick Trips. Quick Trips Market. Then right after he closed the door, a runaway saw blade slammed into the outside wall right where he'd been standing. Dude, this is wild.
That's a
video.
Final Destination.
See if you could find the video. This guy's name is Shane Remke. The saw blade came from a nearby construction site. It's almost 4 feet in diameter, came from a circular saw meant to cut concrete.
Golly.
So it came flying and fast, embedded itself into the wall more than a foot into the wall.
Whoa.
If Shane had been standing there, he would have been cut in half.
Look at that.
Oh,
That's wild.
He says he immediately started shaking when he saw what happened, had trouble talking for a couple minutes. He says his kids came home, hugged him as soon as they saw the saw footage. A utility company repairing a leaky gas valve at an intersection nearby. They're blaming an outside contractor for it. They say, we're not using this contractor again until they fully reviewed what happened. One of the construction workers blamed it on a loose bolt and, quote, potential operator error.
my
Man,
bad.
I don't like these kind of videos.
But here's Shane talking about what happened.
I mean, obviously it wasn't my time, but it's probably the closest I've ever experienced it. So I was walking into the store here, put my handle on the door, and I heard a loud bang and yelling over here at the corner. Just as a cloud of smoke pops up, and I see a guy fall into the ditch, and a 4-foot blade hurling at me as I'm walking through the doorway. Thinking maybe it's my time, but I don't think I would have survived getting touched by that thing.
Yeah, no, you would have been cut in half.
Yo, look at that. Look at this, guys.
He walks in the door, and
The
about
door
one,
shuts, And
2, 3,
skip,
4
skip,
seconds
skip.
later.
I mean, that's some
Well, play that again.
that's some X-Men looking
Please.
stuff. Like somebody threw it.
So he walks in the door, and 4 seconds later, here comes the saw.
Door wasn't even shut all the way. Almost squeezing the door. Look how close. Oh,
Holy cow.
Damn, right?
yeah, that would have hurt.
Yep.
That would have hurt. And it was,
Seeing him after hearing his voice, he looks exactly how I thought he
Yeah.
would.
dude, look. You see the last little bump?
Long
So-
hair,
so
stocking cap.
The last little skip of it, because it was skipping across the parking lot. Where do you think it would have hit him? That's the worst part. Because
Right in the torso.
Right in the torso. That would have gone right in his butt crack. I mean, that is like full right. I mean, look. Boop. It would have hit right here while he was walking in that door. If it was 3 inches to the left
Maybe.
and 20 seconds earlier,
Right in his butt crack.
his pelvis had been split.
Yeah, or that would have gone through him.
Well,
You think?
I don't know.
What if
That
at
thing
the
was
last
cooking.
minute, and hear me out,
Okay.
he catches it between both hands like Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yeah.
Both cheeks, maybe. Look, he's turned
Yeah,
around.
what if he clamped his cheeks on the saw blade and he's like, not so fast?
Zip.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
That'd be cool. He finds out he's like, got superpowers. He didn't even know. That'd be tight.
Tight indeed.
Just to clench
like
up on a
tush.
saw blade, dude.
Is that the guy?
Clap them cheeks on a saw blade.
Sean Remke.
Wait, is this guy talking? It's Roger from Less Than Jake.
And finally, the Planters people are looking for 3 people to chauffeur Mr. Peanut around in the Nutmobile for a year. We talk about this every year. If you're interested, you'll be a peanutter and travel on a one-of-a-kind 26-foot-long Nutmobile, bringing joy to
No.
fans all across the country. Joy and nuts to fans at celebrations and festivals for a full year. They say any fun, creative, and carefree people, please apply. If you're looking for life's next nutty adventure, full-time paid 1-year job opportunity, you'll start in June of this year, end in June of 2025. You need to be a college graduate with a bachelor's degree, preferably in communications, marketing, advertising, public relations, or related field. You have to have a desire to travel, an appetite for adventure, proficiency in nut-related puns. Looking at you, Scott.
Isn't it strange that we have a Wienermobile and a Nutmobile? I'm just saying, like,
And they don't travel
men really do
together.
run the world.
Let me tell you this. Do not confuse the Nutmobile with the Nut Bus because 2 different vehicles, 2 different purposes.
Thank you for that
Do
clarification.
not get on the Nut Bus. I made that mistake twice. Won't be a third
What?
time.
Yeah, you got to get shots after.
Yeah. It's not puns you got to worry about. Not on the Nut Bus.
You have to submit a resume, cover letter, short video describing why you would make the perfect peanutter. You have until the 14th. Submit at bapeanutter.com.
On the nut bus. I feel like that
I
needs
think
a
I could
song.
do this.
Yeah, this sounds like you. Well, are you a
On
college
the
graduate?
Nut Bus.
Well, I've
love.
tour managed Hasbro and all that stuff. I think I already got my degree in this. I've already done this.
On the nut bus.
And they paid me quite handsomely. So I know you get paid great for this. This is worth applying for.
This is worth applying for?
Yeah, you'll make big money on this. And I'll put you in the nicest hotels, everything.
Well, yes. Listen,
Yeah, you've done this before.
Oh, yeah. Without
Planters
a college
is
degree.
Planters is a big company. I'm sure they take care of their.
Who'd you
They're
do it with?
peanutters.
Hasbro?
Yeah, Hasbro. And I was,
Super Soaker, right?
I was the manager of it. And the 2 people that worked beneath me, they both had the college degrees with bachelors and all this stuff. And they had to do that to get the job.
But you had the touring experience.
Yeah.
All right.
So it worked.
All right.
All right.
I'll tell you what.
We'll see you,
All right.
Scott.
All right. We'll see you.
All right, that's your news.
We'll see you, Scott, on the nut bus.
Of love. Say what? Crab on Celebrities after the break at 7:46. It is Wednesday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series June 1st and 2nd. Tickets available now. www.raceway.com. Delays 64 eastbound between 40 and Bellevue. Average speed 20 miles an hour. We also have delays 270 eastbound between 255 and 44. Average speed about 35 miles an hour. Your point forecast cold and windy. Maybe some rain. High of 47. Right now it's 41 at the Point Studio.
All right, Lern, what do you got for us?
Is Lincoln Park getting a new singer? Get your flowers, Beyonce. Liam Neeson's is checking in, and Billionaire Bingo. We're going to play.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. And what are the best songs featuring human whistling? Just there's no list or anything. I'm just
thinking about it.
Just thinking about it. We'll chop it up next.
It's Donnie Fandango for 105.7 The Point, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be joined by Dan Auerbach, the frontman of the Black Keys. And Dan, we got a lot of stuff to talk about with a single and a new record coming, but I wanted to bring up a couple of things first that you have done in the last year that I just loved. And two of the things specifically, the covers record that the Black Keys did, I just adored because it introduced me to a bunch of songs that I didn't know, and I loved that. And then also, too, I know you produced the Robert Finley record.
Make your yard beautiful all year long. Reach out to Green Envy. They will help your yard, and they will make it look absolutely beautiful because they use products that are formulated for our soil right here in Missouri, our weather conditions, and even our turf types. They don't use some generic, cheap, ineffective product. No, they use stuff that's made for us right here. So your yard will be perfect all summer long, and that way you can avoid all those annoying weeds and crabgrass and the stuff that will start bouncing up now because we're getting warmer weather. We just got a ton of rain, and you know these are about to take over your yard. So get ahead of it. Reach out to Green Envy Lawns so you can have that beautiful, well taken care of yard, and you can enjoy it all summer long and all fall long. It's absolutely amazing. They come over to your house. It's very simple, and they do all their amazing work, and they have professionals that are commercially licensed applicators that are certified by the Missouri Department of Agriculture, and they're going to come over and they're going to take care of it. And these are pros. They're not part-timers, and they're absolutely amazing. So reach out to Green Envy Lawns so you can have a healthy yard that looks stunning all year. GreenEnvyLawns.com. That's GreenEnvyLawns.com.
It's 105.7 The Point, Donnie Fandango backstage, way back Point Fest, Goldfinger, and we got everybody. How you guys doing?
Band.
It's great to have
Woo! Thanks for having us.
Well, and welcome back to St. Louis. I know specifically people were absolutely stoked to see you guys and have you guys back here. And, you know, our buddy Moon is waving that Goldfinger flag when you guys aren't here, man.
Moon rules.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've known Moon way before Moon.
Thanks, buddy.
He's a really good man and an incredible musician, and it's an honor to have him in the band with us. Really, really incredible.
Thanks,
you know,
John.
and I say this, and we're going to do this. We're going to make him feel uncomfortable. We're going to talk about him right in front of him, all right? But you have access to probably thousands of musicians. Moon, we see what Moon does with Greek Fire and things. What was it about him that
the script on your future? Imagine transforming your life and career in just a couple months. This is possible. This is possible. 3 easy steps with Centric. Step 1, you decide to make a change. You've got the power to rewrite your story starting today. Step 2, you dive into Centric's accelerated tech program. Whether you're into coding or cybersecurity or network administration, they've got you covered. In as little as 4 months, you'll get the skills you need to win hands-on training that sets you up for real-world success. Step 3, you step out, you start your new career. Centric's not just about learning, it's about launching you into a career that is as dynamic and forward-moving as you are. And here's the best part. You choose how to learn. On-site or online, day, evening, or flex options, Centric's flexible learning fits your life, not the other way around. With new programs starting all the time, the right moment is whenever you are ready. Change your life in just 3 easy steps today by going to centric.com/Rizz, CENTRIQ.com/Rizz.
Hey, it's Blue October at Point Fest.
Hello.
All right.
Sorry, I had to do that.
No, that's all right. You do whatever you need.
We're
The next 10
back.
minutes are all about you.
Hey, Jeff's wife. Just want to say hi, Jeff's wife. Hi, Jeff's daughter. I love y'all.
So, okay, first and foremost, we were talking to Will just a second ago.
To Will, my boy.
Introducing me to Will.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that has become so apparent to me over time in meeting bands and talking to bands is that word chemistry. And how absolutely, positively crucial that is. And you can probably even like someone personally, but maybe not have that same musical connection. And it's got to be it's got to be all of that.
It's got to be all that.
statement ever.
Yeah, you vibe with somebody. You can vibe with anybody, you know what I'm saying? But when you get musically, like the other night, take for instance, we played a show last night, and just backstage after the show, I was listening to some cool Miles Davis jazz, right? Mm-hmm. And then I went to Bill Evans jazz, and he sat down with me, and for 30 minutes, we just started discussing how piano and jazz and the art of rock and roll make us feel. And just by talking to us at the end of the conversation, we were going, woo, woo, I love what we do.
Yeah.
You know, and then when we're on stage, you can play chords and this guy will go off. It's a chemistry thing. It's a bonding thing. But the true lesson for a new person in a band is whether you can live with them in the bus.
Right on. But you don't know that.
Some people don't shower, dog. Some people don't shower. Some people don't change their socks.
Okay, but then what do you do when you like a guy that you're auditioning with or what have you, but then you start to do shows and you're like,
you sit down with them and say, we need to have a real big talk. I love you. And you would tell me if I have a booger on my nose, right? And he'd say, yeah. And I say, you got a big booger on your nose. And it's called you need to take a shower.
And that's a legitimate conversation that you have had before.
Not with this guy.
No, well, right, because he's here.
Oh, yeah, not this guy. He smells good. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the single here.
Yeah.
I hope You're Happy is doing incredibly well nationally.
Thank
We're
you.
having a great run with it. And I got to be very honest with you, and please don't be mad at me when I say this.
No.
The very first time that I heard that song, I thought, this is not at all what I would think Blue October to be. And when I came back to it the second and third time, I was like, ooh, this is another direction, and I like it a lot. And it just grows every time.
Exactly.
So is that, I mean, was it a purposeful, like, sort of right turn?
We all grew up on so many different styles of music. And like I said, we discussed jazz, opera, hip hop, urban rock is our foundation, and alternative rock is our foundation. So when we went into the studio this time, we wanted to write music like, remember when we were growing up and you'd watch a movie like Pretty in Pink or something like that, and Ducky was in love with that chick, or John Cusack held the radio up and played In Your Eye. We wanted to write an album like that, but with some balls behind it. So I Hope You're Happy was that song. So we just wanted to slap a little bit of groove on it and just play it outside of the box.
And what I find to be very fascinating, and we can, talk about as much or little of this as you want, but I mean, you are locked in to know how this record is doing. Like, because sometimes we get bands that'll be like, oh, we're at number 17 on the chart. That's awesome. We're up 50 spins, and they know what's going on. And then some bands are just like, oh, it's out there and it's happening, but you're locked in, man.
We watched the chart on it. Like,
has sprung, and maybe you see yourself in a new car. Why not make it a new Subaru and go to Sunset Hills Subaru, the #1 volume Subaru dealer in Missouri, for 5 years straight, and voted best new car dealer in St. Louis by STL Today. And there's a reason for that. Went out there and I hung out with Ryan and his crew. They got a great lobby, great snacks, great people. They don't make you feel pressured. They got 2 gorgeous little doggies running around that you can roll over and pet their belly. You can even lay in their bed with them. I'll be honest, I got a couple weird looks when I did it, but they let me. And that's what's important, is you can do whatever you want at Sunset Hills Subaru, because they want you to have a good time and enjoy the car buying experience, and you'll never be charged over MSRP like some shady dealers charging thousands over sticker. We all know what that's like. No, at Sunset Hills Subaru, they're saving you money compared to the competition, and I don't mean a few bucks. I mean a couple $1,000. Real money in your pocket. Almost the same amount Lern would give you if she won $1 billion, but that's neither here nor there. Shop online if you don't want to go in. If you're absolutely against it, you get the same great service. They'll deliver the car to your house. They might even bring one of them dogs for you to pet. Go and check out their stock now at sunsethillssubaru.com. Don't wait. Treat yourself. sunsethillssubaru.com.
This is King Scott, Ways of the Blades. Today I'm going to teach you swords. First, you want to start with the holiday special, the great way to start an attack.
As far as your whistling abilities, how would you rate your whistling abilities? You above average? You average? Are you bad at it? Can you not whistle at all?
I thought I was average until I met a couple of adults that can't whistle. So then I think I'm above average.
Do you whistle through your teeth, or do you?
No, I can't do that. My daughter can do the pinky thing. And,
I can't do that.
Phew,
Man,
she
those
could
are
call
loud.
another
I
country.
think that's a different skill set.
Yeah.
Is that
When
what you
put
mean
your
by
two fingers.
whistling?
No, or even like.
I'm good at that.
I mean,
one.
That's how you whistle?
I'm bad.
What the hell is that? That's not whistling. That's making sound.
That's a whisper.
That's a whistle.
No, a whistle is.
Okay.
Let's all whistle at the same time, and everybody's
Everyone in
gonna.
St. Louis is driving off the road right now.
Yeah, that's whistling.
Who was that, Scott?
That was Scott. Yeah, we can both do it.
I mean, I'm below average to average.
I'm an annoying whistler.
That's pretty cool.
I'm
Why?
annoying.
Let's
Can
hear
you
it.
whistle?
I do it through my teeth.
That's not bad. That's not annoying.
It's like little.
We'll never do it again.
Wispy.
But I could do the
13% of-
finger one, but I don't know if that counts as real whistling.
Like when you can put your two fingers in your mouth and whistle. That's a skill that I wish I had.
Moms that can do
Why?
that are cool
I don't
as
know.
hell.
Yeah, I mean, I think whistling is like defined by like shaping of the mouth and tongue and blowing air. I'm not sure the teeth whistle and all that kind of stuff is the same thing.
Right.
Or whatever you're doing, Rizz.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. 13% of people said they're above average. 40% of people said they're average. 26% said they're bad at it. 18% say they can't whistle at all.
My daughter was
At all.
At all.
See, that's a bummer. How are you supposed to let ladies know they're attractive if you can't whistle?
Well, I go.
Oh, that's weird. That's kind of bird chirpy. That's chirping.
Cody
I get
says his
chirp.
dog is going crazy.
What's yours?
Right now.
You're out. You don't make the.
No, I can't do it. I don't know.
You go tight lip whistle.
Tight lip.
Dude, my daughter does that pinky
I
thing.
can't see yours. You can only see your eyes.
to-
Killing people now.
My
Yeah, more of that.
my daughter does the whistle thing so much. I mean, it's so loud. She wasn't allowed to do it in the house because if you're anywhere near the same room, you didn't even have to be next to her. It was so
So
piercing
loud.
and so painful.
Yeah, the finger whistle will make you want to swing on somebody.
I can come in there and do that if you want.
It really will.
Yeah,
Just
and
show you.
which-
You
all
can
right,
do the
what-
whistle. I mean, the pinky
Yeah.
thing.
Well, I do the two
Hit it.
finger thing.
Yes, step back and do it.
Oh, boy.
Whoa,
Wow,
he's
that is
4 feet from the
great.
mic.
Yeah, it's good.
That's great.
Yeah, it works.
That does work. That's how you get somebody's attention.
That's
at a
the
balloon
dad
glow.
whistle.
Yeah.
Is that how you caught Allison?
Yeah.
Did the big old
Got
train
her.
whistle?
Got her. She was so impressed.
Oh my gosh, you know what's funny? I just kind of realized that's one of our family calls. Is I have a particular whistle, and I did it at Disney World a few times. Like if they're kind of at a distance, and it's a particular
Yeah.
whistle, so they know that it's me, and that that's my whistle.
John
Yeah.
Hewlett does that with his kids.
Yeah, it's a.
You know,
Like-
mine is.
What?
Hey!
Hey!
And they know.
Dad's whistling again out on the porch.
Mine's
She's
a-
screaming.
That's our whistle. That's our family call.
Yeah,
Hey!
it is a family call. Like it's a certain note.
It's a tone.
Yeah, and the kids know it.
So I was trying to think of the best whistling songs, like best songs that have human whistles on them.
I immediately go to Wind of Change by Scorpions.
That was my.
Awesome.
Fast forwarding.
Fighters out in the audience.
Wow. Gorgeous.
All right, that's a great. Who's whistling?
That's a good whistle.
Wasn't me.
That was
No more
man.
whistling,
That
guys.
was-
That's one. Like a
I saw like
orchestral
a train?
I saw
conductor.
like a talk that he did where he got up and did like an a cappella classical song with noises he made, and was so much more impressive than that.
Yeah, he's very serious.
And
with
he's
all that.
very upset that this
That's
little
the one
lark
song.
of the song became the thing he's known for.
That's the one thing he's known for is that
How
song.
can I think it's annoying. Like that song brings people joy, and you're annoyed that you brought people
Oh, I'm
joy.
sorry. That song brought you probably millions of
Yeah,
dollars.
that's the only thing. That's the only thing that makes me not like him.
Well, any band that's like, I'm not playing my hits. Like people
I
got
know.
so much joy from those songs, and you won't come out and play them, and it's why you're famous. Annoying.
I'm not sure. What
I'm not familiar with that
is.
one.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
it's yodeling.
But he also whistles in that. He does everything. He like yodels, he whistles.
He
does the whole 9
everything.
yards. And then
Hocus
Ribbon
Pocus.
of Darkness from Gordon Lightfoot.
Hocus Pocus by Focus.
But you'll know this song. Listen to this. This is like a foundational metal song.
You'll know this
This
song.
is something that Scott would bring up.
If you told me one member of this cast sent me a song called Hocus Pocus by Focus,
Yeah, turn it up, dude.
I don't. I have
Scott's
no
about to
idea what
impress
song.
I play this
folks.
on Monday Night Metal.
Where's the whistling?
I don't know the
It's
whistling.
coming up.
The yodeling stands
This
out
is
to
6
me.
minute and 42-second song.
It's coming up.
Yeah, oh, it's 6
Scott,
minute song.
Scott,
But
do you have
every
any
break,
Here it comes.
ballpark where the whistle's at in this?
you can fast forward a little.
Here it comes.
There's the yodel.
Okay, I do know this.
Yes.
I do know this song.
Spinal Tap, dude.
No, I
Towards the
know
end of the
this
song
song.
is when the whistle kicks in.
It's a cool song.
I love it.
born 20 years too late.
I'll
I'd
go
had
through
such
it.
a career.
Okay, this song
Yeah, me
actually,
too, dude. I could have been the Oombappa guy. I was one of the last guy
this
that made
song
money
actually-
on being the
actually
bass.
rips. This song, I never knew who it was,
It's,
but this song
Hocus
rips.
Where's the whistle?
By Focus.
I have no
It's
idea.
at the very.
All right.
I don't know where it's at.
It's at the
It's on
very
fade
middle.
out.
It's too long.
I don't
of a
know where the
song to
whistle-
find.
What
Just
about
pick a spot? Let's hear it. Just pick a spot. Ready?
Here we go.
trust the universe to find the whistle, dude? Hit it!
It's a heck of a whistle.
Hit the whistle, man!
There's a lot of noodling. I can't find the whistle.
Hocus Pocus by Focus.
Hocus. I'm gonna
Just
listen to
know
Hocus
this:
by
Hocus
Focus.
Pocus by Focus has a whistle in it.
This is a pretty popular one too. Yeah.
Is it coming up?
Yeah.
Splat keys.
It's coming up.
It's coming.
All different.
Boom. Hit.
Well, we folks of the animal kingdom have our own version.
Here it comes.
It's the story of what really happened in Sherwood Forest.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yep.
Yo, that's what the frog ripped off of. That's the frog thing. That's
hamster dance. Yeah.
It's the same thing.
I had no idea. And that's the hamster dance, isn't it?
Oh, is it? I thought it was a frog. I thought it was what's that thing called? Bouncy frog, catchy frog, whistle frog. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about the song. It's like
Crazy frog.
yeah, it's like a club song for a while.
I didn't know that
I'm gonna
was.
start calling you Moon Winslow, dude.
And if you guys
Like,
need
the
to
way
get
that you
pumped today,
make
let's.
noises out of your brain.
But that's how the song goes. Look up Crazy Frog. It's XLF. Wait, is that XLF?
I don't know, but I know exactly what song you're talking about.
What about Daryl Hannah whenever she's in Kill Bill and she's the nurse? And she's
It's hamster dance.
Wow.
that sounds just like you.
This is your family whistle. That's how your kids know at Disneyland. Kids, they know it's time to come back to the hotel room.
Oh man, I thought that was Crazy Frog. Maybe I'm.
Yeah. Who knew it was Whistle Stop?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Ripped off Roger Miller.
I hope the Roger Miller family got their.
Me too.
Me too, man.
Got their money.
A man's talented guy.
The Roger Miller estate.
He was the rooster in.
Yeah, the narrator.
He was the narrator of that,
Robin Hood.
It's incredible.
which is the best Disney movie ever made.
Let's do crap on celebrities. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
All right, let's start with this. Orgy and Linkin Park go way back. They brought Linkin Park out on their tour, and now frontman of Orgy, Jay Gordon, has shared some speculation on who could possibly be a new lead singer for Linkin Park. Here's some audio from that
This
interview.
is Jay Gordon from Orgy.
Very, very cool guys, and great band. Obviously, they've been around for a long time, and they're still going for it. It's going to be tough without Chester, but we'll see. I heard they got a girl singer now.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I mean, don't quote me on that, but I'm not sure who the singer's going to be, but I don't know. I heard it was female, and they might just try to move on with like that, and that ought to be interesting.
So he quickly walks back the comment, but it's interesting that he said, yeah, here they are possibly having a girl lead singer. Could be fronting Linkin Park. You don't think?
No, I don't. I think a lot of Mike works every single day. He writes music every single day. He's producing stuff. He was doing it on Twitch for a while, and he was doing a lot of stuff with unsigned artists and different artists and producing people, and he was doing it with a lot of female songwriters and stuff. And didn't even put out. I think Mike even put out a record.
You're talking about Mike Shinoda.
Maybe had a couple features or something. I don't. Nah.
You don't think that would happen?
I don't think there will be Linkin Park.
No?
In my opinion, I think they'll just put out stuff every once in a while. Like they just put out that new song.
Why do you think that Linkin Park
I just don't think there will be no Linkin Park.
I've talked to him about it. We asked him here on this show. I was on one of their shows, and I was with Mike in L.A. and this was years ago, but didn't give me the feeling that they were
ready to do that.
Right. And things
And that was a
changed.
long time ago,
That was a
and things
couple.
maybe
That was a couple years ago. So I'm just saying, from what I understand, from what I know, I don't think that guy's
all right.
I don't think there will be Linkin Park.
Could be,
my
though.
opinion.
I hope there is. I hope they do something with a different kind of lead singer and come back out one day. That'd be cool to see them again. REM, Pearl Jam, Peter Frampton, Elvis Costello, Sheryl Crow, Billie Eilish, Stevie Wonder, Smokey Robinson, and the estate of Bob Marley, among many others, have signed a letter protesting the, quote, predatory use of AI to steal professional artists' voices and likeness, violate creators' rights, and destroy the music ecosystem, end quote. Sheryl Crow is on the new Bill Maher podcast. And she goes into this. She was very adamantly against AI using her likeness. And she said that she lawyered up immediately when all this started kind of flooding in last year about songs being used, like the Beatles recreations of new Beatles music using AI.
Yeah.
That she got with her lawyers and has already kind of
It's like, nope.
tried to nip it in the bud, like, you're not going to be using Sheryl Crow's likeness in the future. So all these different estates and people that are still living are coming forward to make sure that doesn't happen. A new Access TV series called Music Mayhem, which the network promises will reveal some of rock's most shocking secrets, scandals, and stories, is premiering on April 15th. So if you're fans of Ozzy Osbourne, the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, or David Bowie, those are among the artists that are
Is it
featured.
going to be stories that we've heard already? Or
Probably.
Just
a little bit more in-depth, which is nice. Beyonce rewrote most of Jolene on her new record that came out on Friday, but she gave Dolly Parton full credit as the sole songwriter, even on that new version. The medley is the same as the original, so that, she rewrote Jolene, but gave Dolly full writing credit. And a lot of Dolly's fans are saying they're displeased with Beyonce's new version of Jolene. And this is so cool because on Instagram, Dolly took a clip from the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas from 1982 and had this to share with fans who don't like the new Jolene.
Okay, here's Dolly Parton as soon as this reloads.
Are you listening good? Keep them leeches and bloodsuckers off the back roads. I know how to use a gun, and nobody messes with my girls. And any questions you might have about the way I run this place, don't gripe and whine behind my back. Just tell me face to face, I'm open-minded, say it all, then go upstairs and pack the doors that way.
I love it.
Okay.
She's sticking up for Beyonce in the most subtle way possible.
Well, she just got 100% on the writing credit. I would
does.
too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, no, I
On a
mean-
Beyonce record.
But no, I think that's the right thing to do. I think Beyonce did her a solid by saying, "Hi, she's doing the right thing."
Yeah,
And yeah,
she's-
Dolly's getting the royalties.
Dolly's going to get paid.
Yeah.
That's such a thing. I was thinking about this last night, and I think I was talking to Tina about it, and I'm like, I think that there's people in both camps with this album that are like, I think there are people who worship Beyonce who will never examine it with like a discerning eye and say, is this her best work? Is it not? I don't know. I've listened to a few songs. I haven't listened to the whole thing yet. And then I think there are people that hated it before it ever came out.
Yeah.
And like those are the people arguing. Do you know what I mean? It's like most of us in the middle are like, yeah.
I mean, the blind faith Beyonce lovers and the people that wouldn't have liked it.
I think there are certain artists that are so iconic at this point that they're almost beyond reproach. Taylor Swift. Tay-Tay's got one coming out April 19th. I find it hard to believe it's going to get panned by the critics. I have a feeling it's going to be a hit. And it probably is great. You know what I mean? But it's like, I feel like there are some artists, and Beyonce's in that group, that are just almost so ingrained in culture at this point that they're beyond criticism and reproach.
Right. For sure, dude. And the criticism that like is that she's getting or
It's not real.
yeah, it's
Just coming from a place of like jealousy or hatred.
And I feel like there's such a hands-off approach about you can't talk about genre jumping like you could with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just put that out there. Like I feel like we're not allowed to criticize the genre jumping.
Well, the two
because
queens
it's
are
her.
blended now. You got Dolly from the country world, who is a queen, and you have Beyonce from the pop, hip-hop world, who's a queen, and they are literally blending their worlds together and going, hey, we can coexist and have respect.
And here I am, just
here you
listening
are.
to Alice in Chains in my car, not giving a crap about anybody.
Well, what about
or
this?
anything.
Little Destiny Child comes
It is
out.
the opposite of the 90s, though. The 90s was so credibility-based, and everything was so credibility-based that if you looked like you were doing any sort of money grab thing, like it was over. It was over. If Nirvana did a Pepsi commercial, it was over. And now, does anybody care at all about anything that
No.
just looks like money grubbing? Because it's like it's all
It
about
doesn't
the
matter.
money. It's all
Doesn't matter
about
anymore.
the money.
I will say this. I like that Beyonce she sent flowers to any country black artist who paved the
brave.
way for her to do this. I know you're not.
She
you
bought
just-
3 bouquets of
say that.
flowers?
No. And then
So
she
brave
also
of her.
sent Jack White flowers from Beyonce, just thanking him. And so Jack White shared this on his Instagram. the handwritten note from Beyonce that said, I just wanted you to know how much you inspired me on this record. That's what Beyonce wrote to him and sent him some flowers. And he says, what a sweet gesture to receive here in Nashville this morning from the talented and gracious Beyonce, celebrating her new Cowboy Carter album. Much love and respect to you, madam. And thank you kindly. Keep making beautiful and powerful music. Nobody sings like
You know what's great?
I
was in Nashville, 2 months ago, and it's like she sent me flowers.
Good.
Why Jack White?
I guess he inspired her with what he has done with his music.
So who all got flowers?
With his
Darius
Jolene
Rucker,
cover.
Charlie Pride? Who else?
Let me look it up.
Beyonce just asked, who? I'm inspired by country. Dolly. And who is there anyone else?
Let me look it up.
Next.
Since you're asked. Okay, fine.
Nobody cares anymore.
There's a
Lil
history
Wayne
there?
will debut a new song this weekend at WrestleMania 40 in Philly. Weezy revealed the news during Monday Night Raw. Here's a little audio from that backstage.
Here is Lil Wayne.
Hey, Goose, right here. Stop playing. Hey, Big Goose, I'm going to let you know right now. Hey, if you free next weekend, all right? I mean, I know you got a busy schedule, but if that thing clear, man, hey, come through the Philly. It was WrestleMania 40. I'm going to whoop my brother ass. You try to come? What's up?
I'm gonna be there, and you know what? I'm bringing my single, world premiere, WrestleMania. You know what it is.
Say less, dude. Say less.
All right.
And it was two women, Kay Michelle and Mickey Guyton, each received flowers from Beyonce, just to follow up.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, what else do we have?
You tell me.
Jennifer Lopez quietly renamed her tour. She has weak ticket sales, and she thinks this is going to help.
This is a disaster. This is a disaster, this tour.
So
the show in Boston has been canceled due to lack of advertising funds. No big
J-Lo,
deal. It's not a very
guys.
big college town.
So the tour was This Is Me ... now. And so now it's going to be called This Is Me ... live, the greatest hits. Because people are thinking, we don't want to hear new music. We want to hear the hits from J-Lo.
They're going to start putting tickets up on Groupon. You watch.
Yeah, it's bad. She's had to cancel 7 tour stops because of weak ticket sales.
Would you see she still sold out St. Louis? Though they moved the venue to the VFW Hall in Overland, but
Well,
it's sold out.
Whatever it
That's
takes.
a cool hall. I've been
Yeah,
there for
it's really
some
nice.
weddings.
Are you
That
guys
drop ceiling's beautiful.
Are you guys Walking Dead fans?
I was, yeah, for a while.
I watched like the first season, then I kind of fell off.
I don't even
didn't
know how
watch
many
it.
seasons there are. I know I got pretty deep, and then I was like, why am I still doing this?
Well, AMC Networks, they released the first teaser trailer for The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol. The Walking Dead spinoff is, The Walking Dead spinoff series premiered in 2023. Daryl Dixon stars as Norman Reedus, and Melissa McBride is set to return as her role as Carol Pelletier in the second season. And so if you're into that, season 2 is going to premiere this summer. Grey's Anatomy also got renewed for season 21. That is the longest running primetime medical drama in TV history. Anybody watch Grey's Anatomy?
Nah.
Neither do I. All my nurse friends do. Liam Neeson is ready to show off his comedic chops, prove that he can carry the comedy torch with a Paramount reboot of The Naked Gun. He says it has to be proven. I'm slightly nervous of it. A little Stephen Colbert sketch or Ricky Gervais, so I'm okay with because it's short, but a whole film we'll see. Seth MacFarlane is creating this as well as a Saturday Night Live writer.
He's done some sketches with Ricky Gervais, and he's pretty good in them. Liam Neeson.
I would imagine he'll be
Have you
great.
seen them?
I can see him being good, but if you put together Seth Rogen and who else you say was writing?
No, Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane.
Oh, okay, that's even better. Seth MacFarlane and who else?
A writer from SNL that nobody knows.
And did you say Judd Apatow?
No,
Okay, so let's say MacFarlane and all those are putting a Naked Gun together. Who do you want to be the Leslie Nielsen character? Because I would think Steve Carell first.
Yeah.
I think Liam Neeson is kind of fun.
I can understand that, but I'm trying to think of something that would bring some aspect of Nielsen to it with
Steve
something
Martin
kind
for
of
just the white hair.
Yeah, so something
Yeah, but
new and modern.
he already did the Pink Panther thing, which is kind of like the same.
Yeah, and I don't think Steve Martin would have been as, even though Steve Martin's dry, he's still circusy in a weird way. And I don't know, man. I would see Carell doing it really well. Wouldn't if you were the casting director? Wouldn't you go there first?
Yeah.
I can't. Steve Carell, and I mean this with full love. He is always going to be Michael Scott to me. The Office ruined him in such a beautiful way.
Because Michael Scott's character was like the buffoon who was unaware of everything, and that's
pretty much what Leo.
That's Frank Drebin.
Yeah.
He's the buffoon who's unaware of what's going on around him.
Did you see him in that murder thing? He was so good. What was that called? You and I watched it.
Steve Carell?
Yeah, remember he was chained to a bed in a basement?
Oh, the show?
Yeah.
You
The
liked
Patient.
that?
I liked it.
Oh, no, I never saw it. You
That
told me to
was
watch it.
good.
I never watched it.
Oh, yeah, you didn't like that?
It started strong and then Kind of tapered off for me.
He plays a psychologist, and his patient chains him up in his
Yeah, I
basement.
started watching
the
it.
cat from Star Wars.
We watched the full season. It was good, and he's so not. I mean, it was a serious role for him. So the Michael Scott persona is definitely not there.
It gets cracked out
So
there.
I wonder if they're going to call him Frank Drebin.
I don't know.
I think
There's a lot of comedians though that I think would be. Man, I mean, Jason Bateman would crush that role.
could Riley do
you're
it? John C.
There's
Riley?
some deadpan comics that I'm like.
He said John C. Riley.
John C. Riley would be good in it. Jason Bateman, Fred Armisen. There's some like really good straight that are good at playing the straight man in
Fred
those.
Armisen.
Fred Armisen
Fred Armisen would be
Frank
great at
Drebin.
that.
Dude,
Great
he'd be
one.
That's a good one.
Bill
amazing.
Hader would be a good Frank Drebin.
Yeah, Bill
Bill
Hader.
Hader would be good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really good comics. So the fact that they're choosing like Liam Neeson is interesting to me.
There's an old episode of Hot Ones from 2019 that has Ashton Kutcher in the hot seat, and it's now resurfaced because he talks about, well, he actually doesn't talk about, he gets asked about partying with Diddy because Ashton Kutcher and Diddy were friends for so long. And you can see that in the clip, he says, I got a lot of things that I can't tell. Then he paused to think further. He says, I can't tell that one either. So Ashton Kutcher has all these stories from partying at Diddy's house over the years. Couldn't tell the story back in 2019. Now this is resurfacing because of all the Diddy news.
Well,
People
the
are now
Diddy
looking
news
at Ashton Kutcher.
and the parties, like these notorious parties that women and young people were
Right.
being sex trafficked.
Right. It's been a tough year for Ashton Kutcher.
Ooh.
Between,
Golly.
Oh, Danny Masterson.
Yes,
Remember he
Mila.
wrote the letter to the judge, him and Mila Kunis.
right, doesn't look good for him right now. Bill Maher's podcast Club Random is really great if you love interviews with musicians, actors, and political figures. Everyone famous gets on this podcast, and it's taped at Bill Maher's house. And recently, Steve-O was contacted to come and be a guest. And because of his almost 16 years of sobriety, asked Bill Maher, hey, do you mind not smoking weed while you interview me, which is a common thing that he does on Club Random podcast. And Bill Maher essentially said no. And then Steve-O was like, well, that's a deal breaker for me. I'm not coming on your podcast.
Dude, Bill Maher is getting so much crap for this.
It's not fair.
Dude, Bill Maher is the villain if you look at social media in this story.
Oh, that's just because that's what the headlines are making it. The headlines are teeing.
The headline
teeing
is
up
Bill
a villain
Maher
here.
won't smoke pot and Steve-O's in recovery.
That's so silly, man. Like, listen, I understand Steve-O's perspective, and I understand Bill having a show and saying, this is what I want to
This
do
is
on my
what I
show.
do.
So we just won't do this.
It just didn't work out.
It's a non-story.
Right, it just didn't work out.
This is not. This is a nothing
The
story.
way
Bill
that
Maher's
people
getting
know
so
about
much
it
crap.
is because on Steve-O's podcast, he opened up about it. He said, I was supposed to do Bill Maher's podcast, but he would not smoke weed, so I declined. So people, Steve-O's sharing his side of it, which I imagine Bill Maher will share his side of it too, because that's kind of how he is. Anytime he's in the headlines, he'll follow up with something to say on a future episode.
so
I'm just
funny
not sure
'cause it
there's
just
any
didn't work
sides.
out.
Yeah, there's
Right.
just like hey, this is what I wanted to do.
This is my podcast,
That doesn't,
which
I
is
think it's both fine.
it doesn't work out
Which
for
is
me.
at so the podcast is at his house, and he smokes weed on the podcast.
Yeah, what if I said, hey, Rizz, I want you to do my podcast? And you're like, great. And I said, you have to come to my house. And you're like, I don't want to come to your house. Well, okay, well, let's not do it. That's
okay,
it.
it just didn't work out.
That's it. And now who's the a-hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, but why does Steve-O have to even say anything then? Why bring it up on? Why did we need to know that information?
Because
from his
maybe it's just a
podcast?
story.
I wonder if he
He's
said
just
it.
talking.
What's the context?
Right. Did
he
you
just
listen
say
to
it in passing, or was he like, I was really upset that Bill wouldn't do that, or was he just like, I was going to do Bill Maher's
He says
podcast,
that
but he didn't?
I'm a clean and sober guy. It's very important that I maintain my sobriety. It's important that I maintain my 16 years of sobriety.
Yeah, it's like the one thing he values the most in the world.
I
is
find
his
it
sobriety.
upsetting when the Bill Maher podcast reached out and his thing is he smokes pot the whole time while he interviews people.
Right.
I said, I'll happily go on there, but while I'm on, could he refrain from smoking pot? And he said, no, that's a deal breaker. So I guess he was kind of upset about it.
All right, well, I respect the sobriety aspect, but it's also like, you just got to turn stuff like that down, too. It's like, I'm sober. I can't make that everyone's problem all the time. I can't be like, hey, I'm coming over to your house
I want you to
for
hide all the
dinner.
alcohol.
You can't have alcohol in the house.
Yeah, I don't think he was doing that. Maybe he was just upset that he didn't get to do the podcast. Maybe he wasn't upset
get that.
that they wouldn't bend the rules. Maybe
He's
was
like, you
upset
can't
that
make an
it's like,
exception.
"Aw, that was
And I
cool."
get that also, like, being in the room while pot is being smoked or whatever is a little different than somebody having a drink in a beverage holder or whatever. But I don't know. He was pretty militant about that kind of stuff when he came here.
Oh yeah,
When
dude.
he worked the club because
we-
he's a
we-
sex addict. He didn't want female servers in the green room. So, like, he is pretty adamant about protecting.
I
he puts
respect
a
that.
big bubble around himself.
I love
respect
Steve-O, and I
that.
respect the hell out of him.
And he's super strict with
Good for him.
the things that he feels are benefiting his life. So much, in fact, that we did Good or Gross here, and he wouldn't play
Yeah,
it.
I remember that.
He wouldn't play it because the beans are, got
Sugar.
sugar in it, and he was off sugar. He was
Yeah.
going 0 sugar, and he wouldn't play Good or Gross.
So funny, but then
because we had jelly beans.
He'll duct tape himself to a billboard.
Right.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have any sugar.
He must heal up quickly this way.
All right, and finally, Forbes released its world's biggest billionaires list, and the richest person in the world is Bernard Arnault, and he has
Oh, that's the Louis Vuitton guy, right?
Louis Vuitton and Sephora. His net worth is $233 billion. Then Elon Musk is $195 billion. Jeff Bezos, $194 billion. Mark Zuckerberg, $177 billion. But now I'm going to give you guys some celebrities.
Okay.
Okay, these are not obviously up there by Bezos, but they're billionaires. And so I'm going to give you a person, and you tell me how much you think they're worth.
So these are all billionaires, okay?
Yep. Let's start with George Lucas. Rizz, how many billions do you think?
$9 billion.
$9 billion. Moon, how many billions do you think George Lucas has?
I'm going to say 1.9.
All right. Rafe?
He just sold.
He sold Star Wars.
That doesn't necessarily mean that he has the money.
He was a billionaire before, and he sold to Disney. So I'm going to say,
He was a billionaire before the Disney
I
sale?
believe so.
Oh, and he
I believe
owned
was a billionaire.
Industrial Light
He was
Magic.
real close. He owned Industrial Light and Magic.
Stop
I'm
yelling
going to
at me.
say, what'd Rizz say?
9.
Come on,
He
man.
said 9. I'm George Lucas. What is Bezos worth? Give me a. Give me some.
194.
Oh,
I'm going
190?
to say
Oh.
George is worth
Correct.
20.
All right.
$20 billion.
Wow.
And Scott?
Price,
Well, he
this is
just
Price is
sold
Right
it.
rules,
Yeah.
right?
And I'm sure there's other people involved in that sell, even though he's already a billionaire. I'll go with $4 billion.
He sold it back in 2012 or something.
$4.7 billion.
Congratulations to King Scott. $5.5
Oh,
billion.
$5.5.
Point for Scott. All right. What about
Impressive.
Steven Spielberg?
Steven Spielberg,
Yeah.
$12 billion. Let's just roll through
Yeah,
these.
just roll through 'em.
$12
Oh, we're
billion.
going up?
Oh, that was the low one?
You guys
7.
don't know.
I don't know. I'm just throwing numbers out there.
I'm going to say 2.1.
2.1.
5.
5.
I'll go 1.7.
What did you say, Moon?
2.1.
$4.8 billion.
4.5.
Steven
I was way off.
Spielberg.
I said 5.
You went
I was
over.
way off. I said 12.
You can't go over.
Can't go over.
I didn't know the rules.
A couple more for you. Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, 1.3.
Okay.
I say 2.1.
Subtracting his gambling debts, I'm going to say $87.60.
All right. And King Scott.
I'll go 1.9.
Moon. Michael Jordan. $3.2 million.
Okay.
All right. And finally, Kim Kardashian.
Oh, jeez.
Kim Kardashian,
2.1.
2.1.
1.7.
1.7. Rafe.
1.9.
King Scott.
Dadgummit. I'll go
Stop cursing.
3.1.
Congratulations to Scott Rizzuto. 1.7 on the nose.
I'm so good at this game, guys.
And that
You've
is
been
your crap
following-
on celebrity.
you've been
I saw
following
last night,
scams.
Tay-Tay's a billionaire now.
Yeah, she has 1.1. Congratulations.
1.1
And
bill.
they said, the thing I couldn't understand is they said that she was the first artist to be a billionaire solely on record sales and touring.
So no.
But she's done endorsements. She did a Capital One commercial, and she's been in a movie.
Yeah, but that's pocket change. She's not a.
So I guess they're just saying, like, she's earned over $1 billion just in.
she made it
Isn't
all from
Rihanna like a
cats.
billion? Rihanna is a billionaire because she owns that Fenty.
Yeah, but she wasn't on this list that I
I
have.
thought she
She
was a
made it all from the
billionaire,
residuals of Cats.
Yes.
Clearly.
Yes. What a great movie.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Paris Jackson is 26. Amanda Bynes is 38. Kobe Smulders from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
She's 42. Sophia Boutella. That's J-La in Star Trek Beyond and Amanette in The Mummy. This gal's so beautiful. She's 42. Adam Scott, also so beautiful. 2 first names is 51. I cannot wait for that show to come back.
Severance.
Yeah, when's that come back?
Soon, I hope.
I thought it was now. Dang.
What show?
Severance. That was the best show of
Oh, yeah,
last
I
year.
gotta finish that.
Jamie Bamber, Apollo on Battlestar Galactica is 51. Jenny Garth, 2 first names, is 52. Ben Mendelsohn, that's the Skrull Commander Talos on Captain Marvel, also in Ready Player One.
He's awesome.
In Rogue One, Secret Invasion, he's 55. Sebastian Bach from Skid Row is 56. Mike Ness from Social D. I hope he's doing well right now. He is 62. He's battling tonsil cancer. Eddie Murphy is 63. David Hyde Pierce is 65. Alec Baldwin is 66. Tony Orlando is 80. And Wayne friggin' Newton is how old?
Wayne Newton, 84.
88.
86.
I think his face is 35, but the rest of him is 82.
82. All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where Fun and Fantasy meet, is Tyler Faith. And today's birthday girl's been in, just a whole heap of movies, including Ask Mommy, Backside Story, Bend Over's Busty Babes USA, Busty Babysitters 2, The Devil Wears Leather, Kinky Rubber Lovers 1, The Little Whore That Could, My Roommate's a Lesbo, and who can forget a role in 2003's The Slut of Sluts. Tyler Faith is 49 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk to Chris Kerber, talk some Blues hockey, and then we'll get into our contest after that. It is 8:33. It is Wednesday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series, June 1st and 2nd. Tickets available now. WWTRaceway.com. We have delays, 64 eastbound between 270 and 40 drive, average speed about 25 miles an hour. We also have an entry ramp to 270 southbound at Doherty Ferry. The shoulder is blocked due to a crash that's creating delays 270 eastbound between Gravois and Manchester. Your point forecast, cold and windy, maybe some rain, high of 47. Right now it's 42 at the Point Studio.
It's Donnie Fandango for 105.7 The Point, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be joined by Dan Auerbach, the frontman of the Black Keys. And Dan, we got a lot of stuff to talk about with a single and a new record coming, but I wanted to bring up a couple of things first that you have done in the last year that I just loved. And two of the things specifically, the covers record that the Black Keys did, I just adored because it introduced me to a bunch of songs that I didn't know, and I loved that. And then also, too, I know you produced the Robert Finley record, and I loved that one, too. I didn't know anything about that man until, I saw that you had worked with him. So I just kind of wanted to start things off by saying, man, I really appreciated both of those projects that you were obviously very deeply involved in.
Oh, man, thank you so much. That's great to hear. I mean, Robert Finley's the real deal.
Tom, so maybe you're cleaning out the garage, you're cleaning out the, the old shed in the back. Maybe you got a piece of property with scrap metal. Well, what are you going to do with that scrap? Going to just throw it away? Well, you should recycle it. Or, you bring it down to Scrap Mart Metals, you recycle it, and you get some money. Scrap Mart Metals, clean, safe, convenient. A lot of these other Scrap Mart facilities are in sketchy areas. You got Valley Park right at 141 and 44, Jonesburg and Peevely. Lucas, the owner, is a great guy. I know him well. As far as what you do, you load up your trailer with all the scrap, you drive it onto the scales, they weigh it for you, they recycle it, they give you a receipt, you go in and you get cash. That's easy. Copper, pipes, wires, electric motors, roofing, steel doors, appliances, engines, drums, rotors, sinks, cast iron, brass door hinges, radiators, lamps. These are all things that can be recycled. And you walk away with some nice cash in your pocket. It's Scrap Mart Metals. Get all the details. ScrapMartMetals.com. ScrapMartMetals.com.
That's right. Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
It is a very, very big day in the land of Red Hot Chili Pepper fans everywhere, and I am so unbelievably honored to be joined today by Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Flea, St. Louis is saying hello to you.
I love St. Louis, and I fondly miss the raucous nights, Mississippi nights that we used to have over there. And hello to everybody. Love to one and all.
Man, it's really great to hear your voice, but also, too, it's wonderful to have a new Red Hot Chili Peppers album that is out today, and John Frusciante back in the Chili Peppers. Flea, can you kind of talk to us a little bit about how he got back into the fold with you guys? And I know that you guys had maintained a friendship even when he wasn't in the band. Were you guys still jamming and playing together when he wasn't a Chili Pepper?
We occasionally jammed, and we always were friends, and we get together and talk. And,
it was difficult too because he left and.
Now, I keep telling you over and over again how incredible First Community is, and I know you know that, but what's awesome is now the entire world knows that because they were just listed as a winner of America's Best Regional Credit Unions by Newsweek magazine and Plant A Insight Group, and they surveyed over 35,000 individuals and included over 140,000 reviews of regional banks and credit unions, and only 5 of those institutions are in Missouri receive this honor. So that's an amazing thing. And there's a reason why they truly are absolutely incredible at First Community, because they have something for everyone. If you're looking for a home loan, if you're looking for a personal loan, or maybe you're trying to find a new car, well, think of First Community, because they're the #1 auto lender in the area month after month. And they have incredible rates over there. Plus, they have the same rate whether you're buying new or used. Yes, I said that right. You can get the same rate either new or used, which is pretty much unheard of. So go to First Community. They're the best of the best, and you'll find out why they're listed as a winner of America's Best Regional Credit Union. So go to First Community. That's firstcommunity.com.
All right, it's 105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage. Big summer show happening. And look, it's my friends, Josh and Tyler from 21 Pilots.
Well, hey.
What's up, dudes?
What's up?
I wonder at how many more times that I interview you guys that we just turn the tables and you interview me. You know what I mean? Because this is literally like 4 or 5 times that we have spoken to each other. I just don't want you getting tired of me.
Actually, would you rather get attacked by 100 chicken-sized horses or 1 horse-sized chicken?
Oh man, I think all the little horse-sized chickens. Wait,
all the little horses.
Horses.
It'd be like tiny little
chicken-sized horses.
Right.
There's something very creepy about that.
Yeah.
Not that I guess the big boy, they're both. That's neither one are particularly good, but I would go with.
The tiny ones? Yeah, you could probably just kick them in the face and stuff.
Just step on them all.
That's what I've thought.
You would have that advantage a little bit, I guess. You were able to do that.
I've thought about this a lot, actually.
Well, guys, it's great to see you again. I don't believe that you have really, in essence, been off the road in a couple of years. Is that true? Has there been any long spells at home?
We had 3 days the other day, so yeah.
Well, there's a day of travel, then a day
That's
off,
true.
then another day of travel,
Yeah,
which I guess counts as 3 days. No, this is what we've always dreamed of.
Sure.
You know, when we first started talking about what it looked like to play music together, we thought, wouldn't it be cool to play more than 1 show in a month? Because, it just took us everything we had just to plan 1 local show as a local band. And then after that 1 show is over, you're just like, I got to wait another 3 weeks before I can play again. So this is, as much as there's difficult things like laundry and losing sense of time and relationships back home, maybe lacking a little bit. This is really what we've always wanted to do, so we're not going to complain about it.
Absolutely. Well, you guys, and you've got much more still to come. You get a little bit of a break, then you're off to Australia, Korea, Japan. Come home, couple weeks off, couple home shows in Columbus, correct?
Yep.
Which I'm sure will be bonkers. 2 months out, taking care of the United States, and then you are back to Europe.
Yeah.
Boy,
Is
boy.
that what it is?
Yeah, back to
this
Europe.
Guy knows what
yeah,
we're
you
doing.
know better than we do. Back to Europe and then back to go in the studio for a few months to kind of like wrap up the year, start the next year, and then the goal is to just go directly back out on the road and not like take a second to because by that time, if we get more than like a week or 2
What are we gonna
weeks,
do?
then we're just like,
We don't even know what to do with ourselves
we
anymore.
go crazy. Yeah,
Right.
we're like, we've played Mario Kart thousands of times now, and yeah.
What else is there?
So you're chomping at the bit. So it does, seeing that's what the remainder of the year is, it's not daunting. It's, let's get it going. Let's do it.
JewelryNinjaBling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Rizz Show.
We do encourage you. Sure. Go to Morris Royce and go to a few different places and shop around, if you will. Because once you go into Morris Royce and you realize, holy cow, this is a completely different thing, and you understand that Moon and Rizz told you that your dollar is going to go so much further. First of all, you're not dealing with people that are looking for prey and that are working on commission.
The vultures.
No, there's no vultures there. This is a family-owned and operated business and has been for 40-plus years on a 15th floor. It's a private showroom, and your dollar, again, is going to go farther because you're going to get a better piece, higher quality, more expertise, and it's going to fit you better.
I'm telling you, a lot of guys go in there into a jewelry store looking for an engagement ring with panic on their faces, a full sweat, looking to be taken advantage of, but it's not the way at Morris Jewelry. That is not the way. Been around for 40 years now. The ethical jeweler. Work within your budget. Don't start the rest of your life with a big mistake. Go to Moritz Royce Jewelry first before you go anywhere else. Moritz Royce Jewelry, the exclusive jeweler of the Rizz Show. NinjaBling.com, where you get the jewels and not the shaft.
This place for a little over.
Be careful out there. We all know how you like to party.
Sure do. All right, without further ado, let's get to Chris Kerber. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Kerber. Good morning, Chris.
Morning, everybody.
All right, Chris, before we start talking blues hockey, here's the situation. You know the Powerball is up to $1 billion, right?
Yes.
Powerball jackpot tonight over $1 billion.
Don't you do this?
Yep.
No, I want to ask what Chris Kerber would do in this situation.
Okay.
All right, so a friend asks you if they could borrow $10. And of course, you're a very generous guy. You lend the friend $10. Let's say this friend is Lern. Lern asks Chris Kerber, "Can I borrow $10?" Of course, Lern. Lern goes and buys a Powerball ticket with the $10 you lent her, and she hits the jackpot.
Yes.
She hits the jackpot, $1 billion. She gets the money. Chris, how much are you expecting they owe you? Like, what do you expect?
$10.
I owe you
$10.
Yeah. What if I gave you your $10 back, Curbs, and I also gave you 10 grand? How would you feel?
I'd feel just fine.
Okay,
You would?
But you
She
asked,
just won $1 billion.
you asked this wrong. You went reverse.
Chris, I'm also paying your house out, but
You asked this wrong. What is wrong with you,
I'm
Rizzuto?
gonna go the other way too.
But you should have flipped it.
But now he has to say that.
Yeah,
Go
now
ahead.
he has
Okay,
to, now
no,
he has to
I did
confirm his
lead-
own.
Well, let me have the other one.
goofiness.
What are you thinking?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Boone. Ask him the situation.
Okay.
Ask the reverse then.
Chris, if you
Yes.
borrowed $10 from me and you won
Right.
$1 billion, what are you going to give me?
And you use that.
Well, I'm giving you at least $1 million.
How much?
Thank you. $1 million, at least.
I'm giving you at least $1 million.
we both
I'm
win.
going to make sure you're financially set.
That's exactly what I said.
We all win.
I'm paying off everybody's. I'm paying off your house.
We all win right now.
Everybody wins except for friends of yours.
Lern gives you 10 grand.
Yeah.
And we,
But he said he would be fine with that.
but not really.
No, listen.
He's just not expecting.
The question. It's a fantastic question, but here's one thing: that whenever it comes to lending money to somebody, right? You should if you lend money to somebody, you should never expect it back.
Yes, we all agree there.
Yeah, we agree on that.
It's a gift.
So in this case, if it comes back with 10 grand, all right.
But you would
Yes,
go, man,
we
okay, I will
agree.
accept your 10 grand, but Lern, you are a cheapo. Jeez.
I've been getting burned all morning, dude.
Come on.
I'm now the most selfish person on the Rizz
You
Show.
are.
Well, yes, and you should be getting burned because, yeah, that is cheapo. But the question was not whether or not you were a cheapo. The question was not, would I be bothered? And the answer is no.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be a little chapped like, oh, all right, 10 grand, that's nice. Yeah, it's 10 grand more than I had yesterday. But bitch wouldn't even pay off my house.
This bitch won't even pay off the house.
Hey, treasures in heaven, man. Treasures in heaven.
I have a hard time believing, though, Lern, that if you did win that, you would pay it back with just 10 grand.
That's right, buddy. See, and to be completely transparent, to ruin everybody's day after we went into commercial break, I looked at everybody in here and said I'd pay off each one of your houses.
That's kind of, yeah,
I
it's
ran.
okay, that's
That
fine.
was
That's
true.
true.
I just like riling people up on a Wednesday. I'm just trying to get people's blood pumping.
I would make sure, Chris, you didn't have another bill. You didn't have another bill.
Yes, I think that would be the absolute way to go.
And you would have plenty of money left over, Lern, to do whatever you want. Because if you take the lump sum, what we said, the lump sum is 400 something.
35.
Yeah. Let's say, worst case scenario, you're getting 338 million.
After taxes, it's like 300 something million. You're fine
On the lump.
on the lump after taxes.
I just don't like people telling me what to do. That's all it came down to. If you would have just shut up and not said anything, I'd pay for the rest of your whole life.
Oh, so now there's conditions.
Oh, yeah.
I
Conditions
understand.
to your generosity. I get it.
Oh. Yeah, we're going to have to play that back. I don't remember you telling her what to do.
Yeah,
She
I just
chose
asked.
10K.
You chose the 10K. That was a number that
And that
popped
wasn't
in your
good
head.
enough, so I doubled
She
down.
also drew a picture of herself on an island giving us the finger on the mainland on this little piece of paper with the big piles of money all around her, like bags of cash with the dollar signs on them.
Yes.
So starting to think might be real.
Yeah, I think it's real, but no, Chris.
You would actually. I don't even know the thought process of paying somebody back just the $10,000 if you borrowed the $10 to buy the lottery ticket.
Right,
you
it's the first
that-
number that came to mind.
It's almost weirder than zero, right?
Why is that weirder
Yes,
than
yeah,
zero?
you're absolutely right.
Because
it's
you
almost,
thought of a
that's
gift.
almost weirder than not paying them back at all.
See?
I don't understand that at all. I guess $10,000 doesn't mean anything to you people then. And I did say
Don't
you
try.
people.
Don't try that. Stop that.
Time out.
Sorry, that's measly cash
No, time
for
out.
you guys.
You know what $10,000? You know what $10,000 doesn't mean anything to?
What?
A billionaire that just won $1 billion. That's
Yeah.
the point. $10,000 doesn't mean
everybody
anything to
10 grand.
you.
Just put a cigarette out on me.
I'm never playing the lottery, Chris.
Just
I've never
win the
played.
lottery and then put like a cigarette out on my forehead.
How about, by the way, you're borrowing $10, the $10 you don't have to play the lotto. You're not good with your money.
That won't matter anymore.
You guys are all jerks.
Rizz, if that scenario rang true, we wouldn't have much of a lottery.
That's true.
man.
Chris, I got a system.
This is so fun.
Play all the kids' birthdays. That's it. We're going to hit one day.
It's a good system. You're still in radio.
Yes. Oh, yeah. You don't have to remind me. Deal with that every day. Chris, Blues hockey here. 3 points behind the Kings for that final wild card spot. Are there any times from this season that you could remember that the Blues gave away points that we wish we could have those points back?
Oh,
Too many to
about
name.
10 or 15 times. Yeah, I mean, look, the clear, easy ones, the easy answers are the 7 games you lost, the 2 to Columbus, 1 to Chicago, 2 to Arizona, and 2 to San Jose. Those are 4 of the 5 worst teams in the league.
Yeah, I
And
think
when
I
you
actually think of Rizz Show night, the night right before the All-Star break. It was at Enterprise. I think they lost 1-0
Yeah, to Columbus.
It was Rizz Show night.
Yeah.
Probably the most uninspired game of the season.
When you lost to those teams, they were already some of the worst teams in the league. It's not like they fell off.
Yeah.
So the reality of it is even go back a few weeks and you gave up a 2-goal lead in Edmonton and they won in overtime. Or a couple of games ago when you lost to Las Vegas in overtime. Those teams are better than you are. You're a team that's in transition, but you're a team that Doug Armstrong said is good enough to get into the playoffs, or at least be knocking on the door, right exactly where he thought they would be.
Yeah.
You're not. People are upset that you lost those games. You got a point out of those games. You shouldn't be that upset. You're upset at those because you screwed up those other ones, right?
Yeah.
Now, the thing for me, and I hit on this on the podcast pretty heavily. After that game, going into that game against San Jose, the questions being asked the players and the coaches, okay, this team has had a propensity this year to quote unquote play down to the competition. I understand what that means because they are a lot lower than you in the standings. Having said that, I can't think of a more insulting thing to say about another team. Like, you want bulletin board material? Yeah, we have played down. There's still Mike Hoffman. It's still Mark-Edward Vlasic.
Yeah,
I
but
know
still,
we'll
it was
get
a
to
a 9-game losing streak? 9
Oh,
games.
yeah, well, and had they lost that, it would have been the 3rd or 4th losing streak of 10 or more games. Look, they're a bad team. I get it. But when you're going to have some letdowns. So I think it was Columbus the other night, 2 or 3 nights ago, that beat the Colorado Avalanche, okay? Sometimes you're going to have some letdowns, and there are still NHL players on the other side. You're going to lose those games. But if you're a team that's that's serious about it, You don't lose 7 of those, and that's where the Blues did. And that's not a commentary. That's just a reality that, if you lose 1 or 2 of those, you go, yep, I get it. I understand. But when you lose 7 of them, that's a fundamental problem of the makeup of your group.
And the wild thing is, the Kings are, they got a 3-game losing streak. They almost want to give the Blues, the opportunity. Like, here, the Kings are trying to get the Blues into the playoffs, and we're just like,
Well, and look, and it still could happen. Now, the Kings have a fairly easy schedule in terms of playing those bottom feeders, kind of like the Blues do after tomorrow night's game against Nashville. But
the Kings
the other side to what we were just talking about is this. Well, they play the Kraken tonight. And the Kraken, you'd hope we're going to be better than they've proven to be. But the other side of the table is this: is then when you've had the chance head-to-head down the stretch here with some teams to make a big difference, and you got to go back about a month, when they had a chance to move to 6 points up and they were in a playoff spot with a 4-point lead, they played Nashville, who was behind them, right? Mm-hmm. They lost that game, and instead of going 6 points up, they went 2 points up, and Nashville went on a tear of 18 straight without a regulation loss. And then you're in it. Then on another set, the following Saturday night, you play Detroit. Now, they're in the Eastern Conference, they're on it, and you laid another egg, okay? Then you get Las Vegas here at home, trailing right by them. Could have been within 1 point of a playoff spot, right? And you lose in overtime. So, there are those kind of games, too, where head-to-head you had control of your destiny and didn't take it. Having said all that, you're still at a point with 7 games to go where you're 3 points out. Now, it could be 5 after tonight. Who knows? We'll wait.
So the Kings are the Kraken tonight. Tomorrow, the Blues travel down to Nashville to play the Predators. Now, there was talk, and I want to just real quick on this, talk that Blues prospect, that Jimmy Snuggerud kid, would suit up. That was rumor end of last week, beginning of this week. Yesterday it was announced he will stay in Minnesota for college.
Yeah, so, you'll see this a lot with a college player that's a draft pick. They've got the option to stay in college. The team still controls their rights. There was a lot of thought that he's ready. Look, I think had the Blues been in a playoff spot, Jimmy Snuggerud is probably turning pro. Okay? There's 2 quick questions that come up. One is, does he turn pro and burn a year of, and as a team, you burn the first year of his eligibility or not? It's his decision. I will say this to everybody. One of the best examples I can give you is T.J. Oshie. T.J. Oshie wanted to go back and try to win another national championship with North Dakota. T.J. Oshie went back for his 3rd year of college, right? And look how things worked out for him. So I don't think this is a decision that is not really going to hurt the Blues long term, because it is a long-term play with him anyway. He's a really good player. He's a young player, still going to go. Obviously, we don't know what the coaching situation for the Blues is going to be beyond this year. There's some personnel changes that clearly have to come and have to be made. So I think with some of that uncertainty surrounding this team, he made the decision to go back, for that or whatever the main reason may be. And in the end, I don't think it'll be a problem, or it won't be an issue for the St. Louis Blues. It's just another year of continuing developing, growing for him is going to be just fine. So this decision shouldn't bother anybody.
All right, make sure you listen to Chris and Joey on our sister station, 101 ESPN, for the call tomorrow. And, of course, the Curbside podcast after every Blues game. Chris, we love you, buddy. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, guys. Anybody need to borrow $10? Let me know.
Thank you for $1 million.
The great Chris Kerber, everybody. Learns a cheapo. What?
I'm the George Costanza. Sorry, pal.
Don't bring him into it.
Oh, I am.
All right, we'll take a break.
He's in.
We'll come back. We're going to play Simpleton Trivia. Moon, we need the 45-second clock.
Got it.
The official
45-second clock.
Got it.
Okay, here's how this is going to work. You guys will call up 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Can you answer 10 simple questions in 45 seconds without getting any wrong?
Correct.
Rapid fire. Mm-hmm. If you think you could do it on your own, again, if you get one wrong, you're out.
You're done.
You're done. I mean, you're going to hear this, and I'm hanging up on you. If you think you could do it, I'll give you 2 prizes. Okay, if you're not that confident, maybe you could have one of us do it for you for 1 prize. But the twist is you could bet on us doing it or not doing it.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Did I explain that right?
If you want tickets to one thing, you can bet on a Rizz Show member on or against them.
Yes.
Or you can run the gambit yourself, and you get 2 prizes.
2 prizes.
But you got to get it for yourself.
Yeah, so we got Rob Zombie Alice Cooper tickets, we got Smashing Pumpkins tickets, and we have tickets to go see the sold-out show with Palais Royale tomorrow over at the Duck Room. If you want to try this Simpleton Trivia thing out, 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. We'll play after the break. Okay. It is 8:58. It is Wednesday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series, June 1st and 2nd. Tickets are available for both now at WWTRaceway.com. We got a left lane block due to a crash 44 eastbound at Murdoch. Your point forecast, cold and windy, maybe some rain, high at 47. Right now it's 42 at the Point Studio.
Let's get to Moon's list of things he would like
Moon's
to achieve
bucket
before
list.
death.
There's some cool ones on here, man. There's a couple cool ones. Let's start with number 1. Moon wants to drive a monster truck, which is rad as hell. And I at least want to ride shotgun.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Growing up in St. Louis, big Bigfoot fan, as everyone should be. Mm-hmm. And, man, we've gone to this Monster Jam. You know, Monster Jam always invites me out and has had me out for years and years and take the kids. And it's just been the most fun experience every single time it comes through. We do a whole family event with it, and every time, Scott and I have done this where we get down on the track, on the dirt beforehand for the pre-show, and when you're next to one, how can you not be driven to want to drive it?
As somebody
you sit there and you go, I am compelled.
You have?
Oh yeah. I drove the Tailgater.
Dang.
A couple years ago.
Did not know that.
There's no second seat. It's only one seat, so you can't ride shotgun.
Dang. That's fine. Man. It's better.
I want to go.
Probably, and I have pictures, probably one of the coolest things I've done. I got to drive it over at the racetrack.
I didn't know.
I didn't get to crush any cars.
You didn't?
No.
Just candy.
They let me by myself in the car, like here.
Yeah.
Now, they did
You
have...
got the foot pedals and everything?
The whole thing.
Oh, see, this is what I want to do.
The whole thing.
Dude.
Now, the guy whose truck it was did have a kill switch, and they have those.
Yeah, that's fine.
And they have those just in case I got out of control.
Just in case I try to
like a remote kill switch?
Like a remote kill switch.
He's going for the backflip.
Yeah. All
That's
the trucks
dope.
have them.
Can I ask this?
That is a great bucket list item, and
Yeah, that one's
That is
awesome.
great. In my head, every monster truck has that gas pedal that looks like a bare foot.
Yep. With a claw.
You know what I'm talking
Good
about?
morning. I just want to feel my best. I just want to be my best. I want to be working at 100%. I want to be sharp.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
And as we get older, Moon, hormone levels change, things happen, and listen, I could be a low T guy.
You could be. You could be a low vitamin guy. You could have something going on that you're not looking for with your primary care physician that Mentality helps you find anyway, because that's exactly what happened with me. I scheduled a consultation. I went in. We found that, A. And then secondly, I got a custom treatment program to me, my blood, my numbers, my goals. And then bang, results. That's the 3-step process right there. Consultation, treatment plan, results, bang.
And I was different from you. You had something other than what I had. I had low T. Like, vitamin levels were great. My testosterone levels were low, so we started my testosterone treatments, and they make it simple. Unlock your peak performance through innovative hormone optimization prescribed by doctors, backed by science.
That's right. And this is not just for, guys over 30 or 40. This is for anybody that cares about your health and you want to make sure that you're maximizing your life. You only get one here. YOLO. Mentality Health. Mentalityhealth.com.
Of Pain on 105.7 The Point. You are live with Liv, and I am backstage at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater with Breaking Benjamin, getting all of our swears out so we don't do that on the air right now. Gentlemen, how are we?
We're good. Great. It's good to be here.
Good. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. And I'm going to start off by saying something I said to Brent Smith a couple days ago of Shinedown. I'm a fan before, being a DJ and having a cool job. And I'm sure you guys can relate to that, too, that you're a fan first with so many of these acts. What does it mean for you guys to be out on the road with Bush and Alice in Chains?
Well, we grew up with them, you know, so it's like surreal, They go back before our musical endeavors into our real life as, whatever you want to call that. So it's really surreal to be talking to them and hanging with them and
they know who we are, like as people. Like, oh, hey Ben, or hey Jason. We're like, oh my God, you know.
It's still getting used to it after 2 months.
Yeah, and it's been like 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, there's a moment of breakdown, I would think, between like being a fan and they seem so distant, and now they're a peer. And I think that probably takes a while to digest.
That's your word.
Yeah, it took some liberty with that word, but.
So you know that your home is worth a small fortune, and man, it would be awesome to sell that. Maybe take care of some things, and but you're not ready to sell just yet. Well, you've been making those house payments for years, and you know again that your home value has never been higher. So you're probably sitting on that small fortune of equity, and again, that could be used to help secure your retirement, solve your financial burdens, help you travel, whatever you want. But the catch is, I know you're not ready to move, so you don't have to. With the Truehold Sell and Stay Leaseback program, and it's absolutely wonderful financial strategy because you can sell your home to Truehold while the value is still high. You'll bank all the equity in cash, and you can stay there as long as you like with an easy, affordable lease, and Truehold's going to pay your property taxes, your insurance, and even your maintenance. So since Truehold unlocks your wealth without uprooting your life, get a Truehold offer right now while your home value is sky high. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out without moving out. That's Truehold.com.
105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage. We are at Busch Stadium.
Busch
Kirk
Stadium.
Hammett from Metallica joining us today. Thank you. It's absolutely an honor to get the chance to meet you.
Cheers, likewise.
All right, so first we're going to talk about things that are not music related.
Okay.
I saw your Instagram post on Friday night about coming to St. Louis, looking for some comic book spots.
Yeah.
Did you find any?
Well, I found one spot, but you know what? I didn't have time enough to make it to the place.
Sure. It happens, I'm sure.
Or in other words, I had every intention on going today, but, you know, I made the mistake of picking up my guitar in my hotel room, and
There it
2.5 hours later, I put it down. And I thought, oh, well, there went my gallivanting around the city time.
Well, you know, when I'm buying records, you know, I find days where there's things where I either have it or just don't want it. Like with the collection of memorabilia and comics and things that you have horror related, do you have a tough time sometimes finding things you need and that you want and that aren't already in the collection?
Well, you know, I just kind of like just kind of leave myself open to just anything when I'm just out there and just out and about. It's crazy because just recently on the East Coast, I was just went out to a comic store to buy some comic books that I knew had just been had just come out. And I found something that I'd been looking for like the last 20 years. And I did a double take. I was like, is that really what I think it is in the cabinet? And sure enough, it was. And I was just blown away because I've only known of one of these things through a book, another book, you know.
Right.
I saw a picture of it in another book. I've never actually seen one, you know, in the flesh. But lo and behold, there it was. And so I was like, oh my God! I just have to grab that thing.
Do you get excited for the find?
Oh, I couldn't believe it. I took pictures of it. I called a bunch of friends and I said, "Look what I found. Have you seen one of these?" And all of them said, "No, not at all. That's probably a one-of-a-kind piece."
Man, well, that's a win. That's a win.
Well, it's from 1933 too.
Wow, that's incredible. That's incredible. So we turn things to the show here tonight. You know, I'm really excited to see. I haven't seen you guys in quite a while. But one of the parts that I'm looking most forward to is the actual show, the actual stage. Like I've been watching the stage set up from the first show in Baltimore and things. How long does the preparation for that stage start before you guys know that you're going to go out on a run? And how much do you guys weigh in on, you know, how you want it to look and the particulars of it?
Well, I mean, this stage is an evolution of a stage that we started to play on like 2 or 3 years ago, and so that's how we got to this point. But yeah, usually, you know, this is a stage that you can't just put up, you know, the day of the show.
Sure,
it has, you know, the first few pieces gonna start showing up, you know, a couple of days in advance, and
it's a task. I mean, it's just like, erecting, a huge erector set.
Right,
You
right.
know, the erector set's the kid's erector set. That's what it's like, but just on a mass scale. And, it takes a lot of time to put it together. And then once it is together, you have to check everything, spot check everything.
Right.
Then once that's done, you actually put the stage on, the back line comes on, they do their thing. I mean, it's a process, a definite process, and I have to hand it to our crew. They know what it takes, they know how much time it takes, how much effort it takes, and they know what it takes to get it to a point where it's safe.
Sure.
And then they know how to get to a point where it's like ready for us to walk out on.
Welcome back to the program. All right, are you guys ready to give away some stuff?
Totally.
Let's do it. All right, we are playing Simpleton Trivia. Yeah. We have Rob Zombie Alice Cooper tickets, we got Smashing Pumpkins tickets, and we have tickets to go see Palais Royale tomorrow. All right, so we'll get you on the phone. Rafe, explain.
Here's the deal. It's called Simpleton Trivia. I have compiled questions that even the simplest mind should be able to answer. It's common knowledge trivia. There's very few curveballs. There might be some that are moderately harder than others, but for the most part, this should be common knowledge. This is below 6th grade level common knowledge trivia. You call in. You can decide. Do you want to play yourself? If you play yourself and you win, you can get 2 prizes.
Yes.
Or you can pick a surrogate in the Rizz Show cast, myself excluded because I have the questions. I will rapid fire ask them 10 questions. You have the ability to bet either on or against the person you choose. So you have the option. Do you think Moon can get 10 in 45 seconds? Do you not think Moon can get 10 in 45 seconds? But once you bet on us, all bets are off.
All bets are off, baby.
So you decide. You get 1 prize that way. You can pass. If you do play yourself, this is my advice to you. Don't get hung up on a question. Just pass. You can pass 1 time, and I'll come back to it at the end.
That is a quick 45 seconds, by the way.
Goes faster than you
You
think.
can pick anybody. Rizz, me, Lern, or Scott.
That's right.
Or
That's
Rizz.
right. But should we take people off the table once they've been picked once?
Yes.
Yeah, they're off the table.
I think so, too.
All right, Ryan, hello.
Hello.
All right, Ryan, do you want to do it yourself or do you want to pick somebody?
Oh, I think I'm going to have to pick Lern to do it.
Now, are you going to pick her to get 10 and 45 or to not get 10 and 45?
I hope she does not get 10.
Okay, so
and
he's
45.
Ryan is betting against you, Lern.
Oh, I love
That's
this.
a bad idea.
All right, this is for
Be sorry
this
yourself.
is for a pair of tickets for Ryan. All right, Ryan, I'm gonna pot you down here.
Be sorry
Learn,
to yourself.
Be sorry
you
to
ready?
yourself, Ryan. Yep.
and your 45 seconds will start as soon as Rafe is done reading the first
Yeah,
question.
don't start the clock until I finish reading the first question.
All right,
Learn.
ready to go.
Oh, well. Arbiter of 10 grand. Are you ready to play Simpleton Trivia?
Yes, Rafe Dean Williams.
Learn. Let us begin. What color are the stars on the American flag?
White.
How many continents are there?
7.
What is the capital of France?
Paris.
What is 24 minus 7?
4. Hang on. 24 minus 7 is 17.
How many wheels does a standard bicycle have?
2.
What color is a school bus typically in the United States?
Yellow.
How many days in the week end in the letter Y?
7.
What type of bees produce honey?
Honeybees.
Who wrote Hamlet?
Shakespeare.
What gas do plants need to perform photosynthesis?
Carbon dioxide.
Correct. 10 and a 10.
Suck it, Ryan.
With 9 seconds left. pretty
9
much.
seconds left. 10 out of 10.
All right, 10 out of 10.
Learn.
Learn's off the table.
Nailed it.
Wow.
10K
Smashing.
for you, Ryan.
Should have bet on her, dude.
Ouch. That was good.
All right, Kyle.
Good job.
Dang.
All right, Kyle, you there? All right, you going to do it yourself for 2 prizes or bet on somebody?
I'm going to bet on someone.
All right, who's it going to be? Learn's off the table.
I'm going to go with Moon.
All right, Moon, to get or to bet against him?
He's definitely going to get it.
So betting on you.
Don't
That's
use
good.
those
Definitely.
kind of words.
He's definitely
Betting
going
on you.
Yeah.
God, man.
Yeah.
Betting on you. All right,
This
let's-
game actually,
Kyle,
this is
hang
one
on.
of the few games I've seen him struggle on.
Yeah, I
only
struggle with
because
this. I don't like the timer.
He tries to go too quick. He knows the answers always.
That timer does suck.
I hate it.
Just block it out.
I don't. Historically, I think I'm under 500 on this.
All right, do it for Kyle. Are you taking your headphones off?
Yeah, man.
Whatever you got to do. You want my squishy? What do you want?
I'm going to do what I got to do.
So you got to start the clock.
Are you doing the headphones off so you don't have to hear the music?
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like timer.
Okay.
Is that allowed?
Fine.
Yeah.
All right, it's allowed.
I do what I want.
Start the timer as soon as he gets done reading
Queen's
the first
allowed.
question. So Kyle thinks you can do it. Here we go. Simpleton
right.
trivia.
Can you do that? Is that going to bug you to start the timer?
Nah, it should be all right.
All right. Moon Valjean, let's play Simpleton Trivia. What is the hardest natural substance?
Diamond.
How many players are there in a standard soccer team?
11.
What planet is known as the red planet?
Mars.
What liquid do you need to boil to make pasta?
Water.
What is the freezing point of water in degrees Celsius?
0.
Who is Donald Duck's girlfriend?
Daisy.
What is the most common color of an emerald?
Green.
What shape is a stop sign?
Octagon.
Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Da Vinci.
What is 9 times 9?
81.
Correct.
Dang, baby.
7 seconds to spare.
Kyle, congrats. Hang on.
Right. Definitely off the table.
Honestly, dude,
Off the table.
that specific set, I was like, man, if anyone's going to get the soccer question.
Oh,
I'm
God.
glad
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
thank
you.
God.
I feel like
Perfect.
everyone
I would
else
have been
here-
screwed.
Oh, really?
Oh, I would
I
have
don't
no
think
idea.
a single person in this room knew but you.
It was
I
kind
like,
of tricky because when you said team, I was like, does he mean on the field? So I went with on the field.
Yeah.
But I mean,
somebody
I
would have emailed me if
yeah,
you didn't get it.
I thought you were going to give me like plus the subs.
No.
All right, Tom, you there?
Good morning, everyone.
What
Good
up?
morning, Tom. All right, so you do want to do it yourself for 2 prizes, or do you want to pick somebody? Myself and King Scott are left.
I'm gonna pick King Scott.
All right.
To answer
And
the
I'm gonna
10 or
choose
against him?
He's gonna-
Against him.
Against
Yes.
him. All right, he's going against you, King Scott.
Don't let him
All right,
win.
Tom,
Let's
hang
do
on
it.
1 second.
Rafe, give me the easiest one you have.
I literally am. I literally am skipping a couple.
No, you got
I'm
to go.
kidding.
No,
kidding. I'm
the integrity
kidding.
of
No,
this
give me
game,
the
for
tough
God's
one. I want the
sakes.
collegiate one.
If there's anything
They're
that we
all
really,
simple,
It's
buddy.
integrity.
it's integrity on this show.
They're all simple, buddy.
Here we go. Moon's ready with the timer.
I am
Scott's
ready.
ready with the questions. And here we go.
All right, King Scott. I can't see you, but are you ready to play Simpleton Trivia?
Now I am.
All right. King Scott, how many days are there in a leap year?
366.
What do you call an offspring of a duck?
Duckling.
Which planet is known for its rings in our solar system?
Saturn.
What liquid is ice made from?
Water.
Who's the main character in the Harry Potter series?
Harry Potter.
What common device is used to measure time?
Watch.
Be more specific. I'm going to give
Clock.
you. There we go. What is 48 divided by 8?
Good math question. I know this. It's 6.
What fruit is known for slipping in cartoons?
Banana.
What instrument? Oh, gosh, the math got him, dude. He was on a
Tom,
roll.
congrats, buddy.
Congrats, buddy.
Was I right on the math, by the way?
Thank you.
You were right.
You
Yeah,
right
you
on
got it
that.
right.
All right, hang on, Tom.
Hey, that was good.
That was a good
Oh,
show.
That
Math.
was good.
That was a catch. That
You got
math,
8?
That was
You got 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Just ran out of time. The man
Man out of time. I feel like you'd have gotten the last 2.
keep your head up. That's fine.
Keep your head up, buddy.
Keep your hey.
Keeping your head up.
Keep your head up.
Okay.
You're the best around.
All right, Chris. You there?
8 out of 10 will keep you down.
Chris.
Hi, how are you?
Christopher. I'm doing well. Thank you very much. All right. Do you want to do
Good morning.
do you want to do the 10 yourself, or do you want to have me do it for you?
I believe in you, Rizz. I believe in you, Rizz. You
So-
got this.
So I'm going to do it for you, and you're betting on me?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay. Scott
Okay.
Rizzuto.
Yes.
Are you
Rafe
ready to play?
He's standing with both his hands
You know, I should probably
Trivia.
sit. I should
forward
probably sit.
on the
I'm gonna
board.
sit.
Relax.
I'm going to relax.
You got this.
There's no pressure.
Oh, there's all the pressure.
Yeah,
you guys have
you're right. That's why I
knocked
said
it.
that.
Well, except for Scott. You guys in this room have knocked it out of the park. Scott,
So far,
keep your head
everyone
up, buddy.
in this
Headphones
room
are off.
And he,
Done well.
He hit a great ball and went back to the warning track just so he can go.
I know, it's the math thing. Okay, here we go. Rafe.
Here we go. Scott Rizzuto.
Yes.
Let's play Simpleton Trivia. What color is the middle stripe of the French flag?
White.
How many legs do banana spiders have?
8.
What do you call a group of lions?
A pride.
What kind of animal is Nemo in the movie Finding a Nemo?
A clownfish.
Who is credited for inventing the light bulb?
Edison.
What is the outer layer of a tree called?
The bark.
How many strings does a standard bass guitar have?
4.
What is the capital of Italy?
Rome.
What is a baby of a frog called?
A toad.
That's incorrect.
Correct.
Tadpole.
Tadpole.
Oh, tadpole. Damn it, that's what I meant.
The T and the D.
You had it.
A toad.
You knew
Damn it.
You were there, brother.
Damn it.
No. Oh, no.
You had one.
A tadpole.
You had so much
What an
time.
idiot. Damn it.
Oh, my God.
What an idiot.
A toad.
I meant to say tadpole.
A toad.
Was that question 10?
That was 9.
Oh.
And 10 was a dunk. For you, it would have been a dunk.
Ah.
And you had time. You still
I know, I had plenty of
you
time.
had like 11 seconds left.
It was a T, and I meant to say tadpole, and I said toad. Oh, what a schmuck.
Oh,
Well,
my gosh. Well,
Sorry to hear that.
whoever's next has to play for themselves. Because we're out of people.
Or should we put everybody back on the table?
We could do that. You can either put everyone back on the
somebody
table,
wants
or I like how all these people that talk trash about how easy this is.
Oh,
Ain't
man. I'm
nobody
so
playing
pissed.
themselves.
I know you are.
Damn it. Toad. What was I thinking?
Tadpole.
I was so locked in, too. We
You were locked in, dude.
Eric?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Eric, you want to do yourself?
Yeah, I guess
buddy.
I will.
Yeah, buddy.
Sure?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
All right.
For
All
two
right,
prizes,
Eric, you
Eric.
sound very confident,
Eric's
man.
got this.
For 2 prizes. Here we
2
go.
prizes, Eric. Bring it home today. Show the people out there in Radio Land how it's done, brother. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Eric, let's play Simpleton Trivia. Eric, what is a baby kangaroo called?
Joey,
What fruit do raisins come from?
pass.
What is the name of the fairy in Peter Pan?
Tinkerbell,
What navigational instrument indicates direction?
compass,
How many zeros are there in 1,000?
3.
What magical being lives in a lamp and grants wishes?
Genie,
What instrument does a doctor use to listen to your heart?
stethoscope,
What color is associated with envy?
black,
Oh, buddy. Green.
Green with envy.
I thought it was clear.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
And he passed on raisins come from grapes, right?
I think he'd have gotten that one. I think he would have circled back.
Yeah.
One more? You have questions? If not, we
I think we might have burned them all. Let me see if I got enough leftovers to piece one together here.
no big deal.
Here, let's.
No
I
big
can,
deal.
I can make it
Everything's
happen.
great.
I can make it happen.
You sure?
I think so. Yeah. Let me do these.
Count them. We don't want to get to 5 seconds
Jay?
to go. Oh, wait.
You there,
Yeah,
Jay?
let's make it happen.
We're trying to make it happen. All right, do you want to do it yourself, or we'll put everybody back on the table?
I'm going to do it myself.
Do it.
Let's
He's doing,
go, Jay.
Oh, man.
Let's do it.
Now we have to
Doing
do
it
it.
himself.
Yeah.
Doing it himself.
How many
Yeah,
you got?
it.
Wow.
Rafe's put everything together.
Hold on. I'm putting,
Jay's doing it.
Okay, hey,
putting a real sad one together here. I want to make sure
If
I got
not, no
10.
big deal.
I got it. Just give me a sec.
2 prizes. Exciting. Jay,
Very exciting.
what concert you want to go to, Jay? Like what are you excited about?
I'm an old guy, so Smashing Pumpkins and Rob Zombie.
Hell yeah, that's what I would pick too.
Okay.
That Rob Zombie show is going to be excellent.
Ministry and Filter. All right,
Heck yeah.
Jay. Looks like Rafe Williams is ready.
All right, Jay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Jay, let's play Simpleton Trivia. Jay, what do you call a home made of ice?
Igloo,
What is the name of the toy cowboy in Toy Story?
Woody,
What color are strawberries?
red,
How many legs does an octopus traditionally have?
8,
What is the main ingredient in chocolate?
cocoa,
Which animal is known for its hump and lives in the desert?
Camel.
What instrument do you use to hit a baseball?
Bat.
Which animal is commonly known as man's best friend?
Dog.
What is the opposite of day?
Night.
What appliance do you use to keep food cold?
Refrigerator.
Oh, the 1 second mark. 1 second left, Jay. Congratulations.
1 second left on the clock.
Two
brother.
prizes. Simpleton
Well done, man.
trivia. There it is.
Whew. That was a big gulp.
Yep. All right,
job,
9:22. I think we got time for like 1 or 2 emails after the break. Mooners.
Okay, we got some great ones.
Traffic and weather. One last look. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more. And the NASCAR Cup Series, June 1st and 2nd. Tickets are available now at WWTRaceway.com. We got delays 64 eastbound between 270 and 40 Drive. Your point forecast, cold and windy, maybe some rain, high at 47. Right now it's 43 at the Point Studio.
All right, so the lead-off interview for Point Fest 2019, my guy Claudio from Coheed and Cambria. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
You know, I believe the last time that you were here, and I so wish that I could have talked to you while that it was happening. Coheed was playing a show at the pageant, and oh my gosh, the hubbub about your hair was on that day, man. Like it was so fascinating to watch some of your fans completely lose their minds about that. And I'm curious.
A chance for rain again today. It's the rainy season. Listen, that's what happens in St. Louis. April showers bring May flowers, and you got dogs, you got kids. They're going outside. They're bringing the outside inside. You got carpets. It's a disaster. What are you going to clean the carpet yourself? No, you're going to call on the pros. Zero res. Let a pro clean the carpets. Now, if you have a kid or you yourself suffers from allergies, like, you know, my kid suffers from really bad seasonal allergies, you know, your air ducts, the lungs of the house, if you or anyone in your family suffer from allergies or asthma, you just want cleaner, healthier air, Zero Res can help you out. Your air ducts are like the lungs of the house. If they're dirty, your indoor air quality suffers. So this month with Zero Res, great deals. Get 3 rooms, Zero Resified from St. Louis's #1 carpet cleaner starting at $129 and take $50 off your air duct cleaning. Call them right now, 314-474-2020, or book online anytime, ZeroResSTL.com. So you want that Rizz Show special. Spelled backward or forward, it spells the same, it's Zero Res.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and Kevin from Candlebox joined. How are you, sir? Great to see you, man. Great to see you. So there is so much to talk about with you, and had the great fortune of being a chat with you a few weeks ago. But there's some things that I wanted to talk that we talked about then that I'd like to talk about again today. 25th anniversary of the Candlebox debut. Isn't that an amazing thing at this point? How do you, as the guy that did it and was the key element in this, how do you look back and see the staying power of this thing? Because it's still a very relevant record.
I know, it's kind of crazy. I don't know, man. I wake up every day and I pinch myself that I've been fortunate enough to have this career, you know? I mean, it's a wild thing to turn 49 years old and know that I've been doing this for 25 years and that people still listen to the record.
Get out now at R&R Tire Express. It's never been easier to get the tires you need and the wheels that you want now through April 20th. Yes, April 20th. Request a quick quote at R&R. They're going to pay you half. They're going to pay half of your month's first payment, your first month's payment. Half. And when R&R says quick quote, they do mean quick. We're talking about 60 seconds top. You can simply submit your contact info, your vehicle year, make, model on rnrtires.com. Secure your half-off offer today. Again, now through April 20th. Don't worry, requesting a quote is a no-commitment inquiry. It's very easy, very simple. R&R Tire Express offers flexible payment options, too. Everybody's approved, no credit needed. They'll work with you or with your budget and with your time. Plus, you'll enjoy peace of mind coverage that includes that free tire installation, free rotations, free flat repair, and more. Let the R&R Tire Express team pay half your first month on all in-stock tires and wheels when you request a quick quote at rnrtires.com. Again, go to rnrtires.com and request that quick quote, or you can call 833-ROLL-NOW today.
Will there be celebrity guests on this show? Who does number 2 work for? Have you ever wondered what your boss's bathroom routine is like? Well, me neither. But we might find out today whether we like it or not on the number 2 show. In the wild ecosystem of the workplace, there's a unique species we've all encountered and have to navigate. The boss. Just as David Attenborough would guide us through the behaviors of lions and gazelles on the African plains, let me take you on an office safari. You won't need binoculars, but perhaps a strong cup of coffee or a sneaky sip of the flask you keep in your top drawer, Frank. That's right, Frank. We all know about the whiskey. Get a handle on things. From the prowling micromanager to the elusive Captain Cryptic, here's a glimpse into a few of the bosses you're bound to run into during your 9-to-5 jungle adventure. Hey, can we get a cool graphic right there? Like a cutaway to like a guy in a safari hat that's like, welcome to the jungle! And it's like, rawr, like a big jaguar noise? No. Okay, moving on with the monologue. The micromanager from hell stalks your every click like a digital big brother. If they could, they'd probably control your mouse pointer from their office. Personal space?
But it's not too late to start a resolution, a New Year's resolution. If your resolution is for more self-care and building your confidence, Parkrest Plastic Surgery is going to help you out. Right down the street from the radio station here on New Balance and Creve Coeur. Their focus is to build your confidence by helping you achieve your goals with the most natural-looking results possible. You look good, you feel good. If you want to look and feel like, you at your best, well, book yourself a consultation with Parkrest Plastic Surgery. If you're looking for that mommy makeover, which is any combo of breast and body surgery to help you recover from the after effects of pregnancy and breastfeeding. It could be a breast lift or augmentation, breast reduction, liposuction, tummy tuck, whatever it takes to get you feeling your best after creating a new human, they do it at Parkrest. And they're not going to put everybody in surgery. If you could be treated and achieve the results you desire from less invasive procedures, like injectables or aesthetic services, well, that's what they recommend. They do everything from laser hair removal to hydrofacials to permanent makeup. It's Parkrest Plastic Surgery online, parkrestplasticsurgery.com, parkrestplasticsurgery.com.
There's a big tour, big show coming to St. Louis, April the 1st over at the Chaffetz Arena. And I am very stoked for the very first time to be chatting with Co Wetzel. Co, you'll be at Chaffetz. It is the Road to El Paso Tour Part 1. And we're playing the song Creeps. And it's really nice to meet you, Co.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having us on. Thank you for jamming the music, dude.
Now, no problem at all. And we got a lot to get to here. But I, as somebody that's kind of new to you and what you do, what was the first music in your life that caught your ear?
Tomorrow, everybody's going to be wearing red, right? Tomorrow's the home opener.
Oh, yeah.
Cardinal home opener tomorrow.
We all wear red?
I'm wearing my red today.
Oh.
Listen,
Do I have any red? I don't know.
I have red.
Oh, no.
I'm going to forget in the morning and just put on whatever.
Mine's my underwear.
I'll probably wear a sweatshirt like I always do.
Huh. All right, well,
I'm going to wear
be
Cardinals
decked out.
blouse.
According to, that's nice. According to KSDK, here we go. Everything you need to know about the home opener tomorrow. So 10 a.m., the official opening day pep rally at Ballpark Village. Noon, Busch Stadium gates open. 12:05 to 12:55, you got Cardinals batting practice. 1 to 1:50, Marlins batting practice. 2:30, the pregame ceremonies. 2:48 p.m., the 2024 St. Louis Cardinals via Ford F-150 truck motorcade. Then they introduced the Marlins national anthem at 3. First pitch by members of the 04 National League Championship team.
They always do those openings so well. And
Oh, yeah.
was I right in seeing this thing? And I think it was like a St. Louis fan that tweeted it out or Instagrammed it out, whatever. It was like the Dodgers opening, and when the players came out, they had like sparkler
That was
buckets.
the Cubs.
The Cubs. That was the Cubs. Was that the?
Oh,
was
it was
that
like
their
the
opening?
week. Oh, did you see the video of that?
Dude,
No.
It was like they had like sparkler buckets, and they're like, and now introducing for the first time this season, so and they went. Psh.
It was like
It was a
it's just
couple
something.
of
And no offense
sparklers.
to Captain Jim, I love Captain Jim. It's something you get a discount at Captain Jim.
Oh, it's a $5
like
firework.
sparkler.
So it looked like crap, like it was a
Oh, dude.
It looked like a joke. It's something that probably a minor league team wouldn't even want to be seen doing. Was that really
was
their
the Cubs.
opener? No, surely they've got history of doing a better job than that.
Oh, it's so funny to see because the players are coming up the front, like the dugout steps, and I don't even think they're all working the sparklers, and it's weak.
Dude, it was. Yeah, here it is. Okay. And here's the title. The Chicago Cubs had the most pathetic pregame fireworks I've ever seen in a home opener playoff intros. That's what it looked like.
That's what it looked like.
And they'd run out and they go, no, it's number 7, Scott Rizzuto. And then
And it looked like they were running on a tarp you get at Home Depot.
it was so dumb looking. Watch. It's like, oh,
Yay!
And it's for half a second.
That is awesome.
There's four of these sparkler pots. 2 of them don't even work.
Right.
Is this real though? Because look, there's nobody in the seats right here.
Is this an April Fool?
No, it's real because the
Cubs?
players are lined up on the line.
Wait, are we sure? I mean, doesn't
it is.
this look so
It
fake?
is.
It looks so bad. It looks fake.
It's
and granted,
real.
we're spoiled rotten here in St.
How's it
Louis.
feel? Someone presents you a real thing and someone tells you that it's fake.
That's real.
Says the Bellinger deal.
it's pooping in your hand.
The Bellinger deal ate into the pyrotechnics budget.
And then first pitch tomorrow is 3:15. So tomorrow expect
So funny.
expect half this office to clear out.
Yeah.
Half this office will be down at Ballpark Village. So, all right, let's get to some emails. RizzShow1057thepoint.com or send your instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app.
Email is brought to you by Claus Furniture. Lowest prices guaranteed. We have something for everybody. Good morning, Team Rizz and Big Turry.
Oh, Big Terry, yes.
You want it, you got it.
Rizz, for the love of all in St. Louis, please give us closure on last Friday's Godzilla movie and Alamo Drafthouse experience. Also, Moon, please start saying years ago again. Rizz let him out of timeout.
Well, I'll do one of those things.
Okay, let's hear about
I
Alamo
will.
Drafthouse.
Alamo Drafthouse. I went back on Friday. Buddy got, it was his birthday. He turned 14,
That was
and he wanted to
Jeremiah.
go to a movie. No, it was fine. It was a better experience than I had
The
previous time. At least I
theater.
knew what I was getting into.
Right. So you didn't order any food. It sounds like.
I did not order any food.
What about the movie?
The movie, it was
Okay. It was a movie.
a movie.
Somebody made a movie and I watched it.
It was cheesy. I wasn't expecting much. No, the Alamo Drafthouse experience this last Friday was way better. Just got some popcorn and, an adult beverage.
And didn't bring your family.
Well, just me and the boy went.
Aye.
Yeah, dude, we were just talking about that this morning because Spielberg came out and talked about how Dune 2 is the best sci-fi movie of all time.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this is something I just want to see. I can't afford to take the family to see it. It's $150 for us to see a movie. And
Go to Alamo Drafthouse.
Yeah.
It's
I'm just-
148.
I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait and buy it on Apple or whatever for $20. Listen, it's show my family the movie for $20 a couple months later, or spend $150.
Why not go
going the movie?
to Marcus because they have the Tuesday night specials?
What's the Tuesday night specials?
Yeah, they got
It's like
special
$8 or
prices.
something for a
yeah, they got
ticket?
special prices.
I didn't know that.
great.
It's still
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
cost
Yeah,
me.
and you get free popcorn.
Still going to cost them $200.
You
Yeah,
should
there's a lot
see
of
it
us.
discounted like that in the big theater. It is one of those that you have to see in the
That's
theater.
what I want to. I don't.
Why don't you?
It's the first movie in a long time I've been tempted to sneak away and do myself.
Why don't you do a lottery where just some of the kids will come?
Right.
Love that.
Why don't you make them
Yeah.
fight it out?
Someone may not want to go. You don't have to force them.
All
Make
right.
them fight.
All right,
Do
clear the
like
table.
do like a fight club,
Right.
Clear the table.
Do
We're arm
tournament
wrestling
style.
for Dune 2.
tournament style fighting with weapons. I will say the Alamo Draft House, it is a very clean place. The screen looks great.
Yeah, you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for.
Great cocktails. I love whenever theaters do a cocktail for the movie and it changes it up and they have like specials. I think that's really cool.
Oh, they do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got
And
like
mocktails
special,
as
special
well.
items.
That's like Tenacious Eats used to do.
Yeah. Oh, Tenacious Eats was incredible.
I missed that.
All right, I think we got time for one more.
Oh, no, really? We have so many
it's
good ones.
so late,
Okay, how about this
Moon.
one? Morning, friends.
Morning.
Monday, I was listening to the early part of renovations and toilet etiquette, and I remembered an awkward time with the natural gas technician. They came over to check a gas leak. They were cordial, but then they asked to use my bathroom, and I said yes, because I'm not a monster. But the sound of overalls and tools unbuckling, combined with about 7 minutes alone in my only bathroom, made me extremely anxious. Who knows what could have happened in the hygienic products and medicines during that time? What is the societal solution? Thanks. 3 out of 5 stars, Mick.
I mean, you got to let them go.
I think it's just no big deal.
It's no big deal. Right? No big deal. Come on.
I think the solution, unless, remember the story that this all came off of was a
Renovations to a house.
Well, it was a guy who had broken the seal of a brand new toilet that had never been used, and these people had paid for a porta potty for the workers outside.
That's right.
That is a violation.
That's a violation for sure. Over the line
I will
violation.
say we got an email from a separate email from another listener. Maybe it's instant feedback. Works in the industry and says, hey, it's well known in the trades. He who installs christens.
That's not
What?
right.
Whoever
That's
installs the potty christens the potty.
If you-
it's a common rite of passage. I'm not. This isn't coming from me.
Sure.
It's coming from someone in the trades.
I would
You can
be
either accept it or not.
furious
That someone pooped in a toilet that was meant
before
for
I
pooping.
did.
Just because of before you?
Yeah. There's a whole ceremony.
There is.
Yeah.
Is there a torch?
There's like the priest with
Light
the
a match like a
there's
Olympic
the
torch?
priest with the with the incense, like
Yeah.
the
The swinging
with
chain.
a swinging
thing.
chain.
Lord have mercy. Right near the beach.
Oh, there's monks chanting. There's a procession into the throne room. It's like
to drop the log.
Drop
and there you go.
the log.
Be seated.
Please be seated.
Please be seated. Dude, I got one more email on this if you want.
Okay, quickly.
Okay, morning. The story of providing a construction worker with a toilet reminded me of something that happened at my parents' house. I think it would qualify as criminal. My parents live in an old home in St. Peter's on an acre lot and needed a cinder block foundation fixed as it was bowing inward. They had a crew working outside to dig a hole in the ground and attach a jack. My parents didn't have a porta potty there, but there's a gas station right up the street. One of the men decided to go behind the shed, lean against a tree, and drop a deuce right there. Didn't dig a hole, didn't cover it with anything, and did not bother to pick it up. My mom found it after they left for the day because she was walking the yard with her tiny dog, which never would have left a monster like this, and almost rolled in it. She let the crew lead know, and the culprit fessed up. He said, yeah, I did that, and was sent home, and he threw a fit on the way out. If he had just knocked and asked, we would have let him use the toilet because my mother knows what it's like to have sudden emergencies.
Or go down to the gas station.
Can you imagine that, though? Just finding a...
Like a human dookie.
Yeah.
Oh. That's grounds for dismissal.
And the funny thing is...
It's a big difference.
Well, what do you people want? Can they use your toilet or not?
No, I said they can.
I said they can.
In the yard, you want him fired.
I said
Somebody
they
breaks
can.
the
He
seal,
didn't
you want
even
them
ask.
fired. Can't some people
I
in
said
the
they
trades?
can.
He didn't even ask. The greatest thing is they said why he was there. To dig a hole and make a jack. So they've got digging materials. At least
I would
bury
be
it.
just as upset if the hole was dug, I think. I'd just be like, just use the bathroom or go to the gas station. If I saw a guy digging a hole in my yard and squatting poop in it, I would still go to the supervisor and be like, hey, man, your boy just dug a hole and pooped in it in my yard. Not cool.
There's one thing about taking a leak up against a tree, and another thing.
That's a victimless crime.
Dropping a deuce
dropping
in the
a deuce in the backyard.
I agree.
Terry, would you like to weigh in?
Here's my bathroom. You want it? You got it. That's all. That's my rule at my house. You gotta, please don't poop in my yard.
Poop in my hand.
bath.
Here's my cat's litter box. You want it? You get it.
All right, we'll take one final break. We'll come back, wrap her up.
It's a nerve-wracking day. What? You guys and Queens of the Stone Age. Back-to-back interviews. I'm already a high-strung person. Whew.
I can't wait to have a beer when this is done.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
You don't need to worry about us.
Well, yeah, but I do though, because see, here's where the rub is with me and bands that I really like. If it's a band that I'm about, I can power right through. But then when it's a band that I really dig, then there's a bit of that fanboy stuff that starts popping out, and that's what I'm trying to control. So here, I'm bringing it down. I'm going to do my best professional interview as I.
You're doing very well so far.
Together, we can all do this.
We can all do this. So I had the fortune of seeing you guys on Saturday. I was in Austin at ACL. Now I want to talk about this. I got to talk about this because I know you guys had troubles. I guess it was with pedals.
With cables and amps weren't turning on, basically, yeah.
But from where I was standing and watching from my vantage point, it was a flipping phenomenal show. Like, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Oh, thanks.
So when you are, a few days away from that, this kind of already answered my question with your facial expressions, but do you look back at that and go, whew, I can't wait for this weekend and us able to do it again? Or do you go back and go, you know what, this song was messed up, but we powered through for the rest?
I kind of, when stuff goes wrong and breaks, I almost feel like I'm almost like, see, it can go wrong. And what we do is real,
Sure.
We don't play to a backing track or a click, and we just plug in and go. And when that breaks, it's proof that that we are taking some element, some sort of a risk up there.
Yeah.
And also, I think as well, when stuff goes wrong, it forces you to go in a different direction, and you have to dig from somewhere else that you didn't think you were going to have to. So I think in the case of ACL, like, part of me was like incredibly frustrated because people would come to see us and shit was breaking. But on the other hand, the songs that we did manage to make stuff work for, I felt like I had this kind of whole new energy to them.
Absolutely.
It's exciting. It's like you want to see people on the cusp of losing their minds, which I certainly was at the time.
I saw a band once kick over a whole entire amp bed, or amp rack thing, and it was one of the coolest things that I've ever seen. Like, that's the only time I've ever seen anything destroyed on stage. I got to say, I was kind of hoping for that with you guys too, just because.
He threw the amps over.
Oh, you did? Well, so then I didn't see that particular part of it then.
Yeah, I was pissed off.
Okay, well, see, I shouldn't make light of that. I apologize.
Well, no, it was in hindsight very funny.
Did you guys bowl in Kansas City last night?
Yes.
How'd you do?
Actually quite good. We were really drunk.
That helps your bowling game.
And, well, it did, I think. Well,
pretty good scores.
We did.
Well, do you remember?
I remember I came third and first. We played 2 games.
But, averaging of like 4 strikes a
4 strikes a game.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Didn't get any spares, but
no,
I got a lot of strikes.
Yeah. Which is better.
Legitimately one of the most frustrating games I think that you can play, because to me, I look at it and go, yeah, this is easy. I can do this. And then you start and you're like, oh, wait.
Yeah. You either have it or you don't, I think.
Yeah.
You either have a terrible game and you get 20 points, or you're just nailing it and you don't know where.
Systems, the all things basementy experts. Check out the website moonloveswoods.com. I do love Woods Basement Systems. They helped me out huge because I had a settling front porch situation. This thing was completely settled. It was ruining my little awning area. It was ruining the pillars. I mean, the whole thing was like a disaster. Bad curb appeal. It was dangerous. Safety hazard. Awful. But Woods Basement Systems helped me out. Not only did they jack it and raise the entire concrete slab, but they installed piers, so it was done right, because those problems don't get better with time. They get better with Woods. The problem's going to be fixed forever. If you have any sort of settling driveway, porch, any of that kind of stuff, they can help you with all of that. Of course, in addition to all the stuff that they do in the basements: basement waterproofing, foundation repair, crawl space repair, mold prevention, egress windows. Again, check out the website, moonloveswoods.com. You get a free estimate there on whatever it is that you need. Maybe that huge rainstorm that came through created a river, and some of that river is now in your basement, or could be in your basement. You found some cracks, you found any of that kind of stuff? Call Woods Basement Systems today, the all things basementy experts, for a free estimate today. moonloveswoods.com.
This is King Scott. Ways of the Blades. Today I'm going to teach you swords. First, you want to start with the holiday special, the great way to start an attack. They'll never see it coming. Next, you want to use the Festus backswing, especially if they use the Matthew Perry. Now you want to finish with the Canterbury Slice. It's a great follow-up if they're using the Crom's Delight or the Miniature Poke. Thank you for watching. This is King Scott's Ways of the Blades. Now you know swords.
Hey, it's Jeff Britton backstage at the pageant, and Nick and Peanut from 311 gracing us with their presence yet again. Thank you guys for taking the time. Appreciate it. St. Louis absolutely freaking loves you guys.
Yeah, how fast did this sell out? It sold out really
super fast.
Yeah.
Super fast.
We're stoked.
And,
We heard about that.
yeah, so thank you for coming in, man. I was looking up, especially you, Nick, before you guys came up here, 49 turning 50 in 2020. You guys have been doing this forever, and I'm the same way. I'm 52. Just a quick story that nobody cares about. First time I ever saw you guys was like 91 in Springfield, Missouri. Blacktop of a parking lot of a place called the Regency Showcase, under a tent.
No, you would remember that?
Yeah, what was that band we always used to play with there?
It wasn't Big Drill Car, but something.
Is where fun and fantasy meet. If you missed Sex Time Fun Facts, on Monday, the sex toy of the week was the Classic Rabbit. Which, yes, at Patricia's, they have all the classics, all the go-tos, but they also have the latest and greatest when it comes to adult toy technology. Things that run, wirelessly on Bluetooth. Somebody could be in a different state operating this adult toy. It's amazing how far the adult toy industry has come. And Patricia's, they're there for it. They got stuff for the novice, they got stuff for the expert, and everything in between. Lotions, lubes, vibrating toys, sexy lingerie, sexy costumes, stiletto heels, male enhancers. They have it all. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask an employee. They'll never judge you, never make you feel weird. Trust me, they want you to have a good shopping experience. They've heard it all. You have 3 very convenient locations. St. Peter's, the Cave Springs exit on Page, 3 miles east of Westport Plaza, and at the corner of Grand and Gravois. It's Patricia's. It's where fun and fantasy meet.
105.7 The Point. AO. Let's go. It's Liv Maddox, broadcasting live from the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, and I am joined now by the one, the only Jelly Roll.
Yeah, baby.
How are you, sir?
I feel like I'm back home, man. I love St. Louis. It's one of my favorite cities in America for dozens of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last time I was here was just sheer disappointment because Point Fest got rained out that day. And
Yeah.
Oh,
We're still mourning that. And the crazy thing is that, I wasn't here yet when that happened, but I keep hearing that when that announcement came out that it had to be pushed out and then you couldn't make the scheduled show, people were so upset. You've got St. Louis in the palm of your hand, man. How does that feel?
No. I just love St. Louis and they love me. I've been coming here for years. We used to
Those for sale signs out in front of homes, and you're thinking, all right, this weekend coming up, gonna maybe hit up a couple open houses. Oh, we're gonna stop renting. We're gonna buy our first house. How exciting! Stop renting, build some equity. But you're thinking, all right, I'm gonna go to the open house, and then I'll call the realtor, and then I'll get the financing done. No. The first thing you got to do is call Kevin Putney. Kevin Putney at the 123 Mortgage Team. Secure your financing. Get that loan approved. Be qualified. So this way, when you do find your dream home, multiple offers on that house, you are at the front of the line because you're ready to go. And he's got all sorts of programs for first-time home buyers. He's got programs for down payment assistance. He's going to put the mortgage that fits your needs together, going to put that puzzle together. A loan is like a fingerprint. Everybody's different. Kevin Putney is the guy that's going to put that loan together for you. He's awesome. He's local. Give him a call, 314-862-0123. Online at 123mortgage.com. Kevin Putney, equalizing opportunity. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage LLC, NMLS 3029, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, 123mortgage.com, 314-862-0123.
How's it going, man? Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. Have a seat, man. Just wanted to have a chat with you, King Scott's Virginity, just to talk with you real fast and just to say, first of all, thank you for everything that you've done for King Scott and for his lovely fiance. And I also wanted to say that you've been such a big, big, big part of our lives, you know, whether it's the show or just in our personal lives. And relationships end, and it's time for you to go. And I didn't want you to be shocked, to be surprised or anything, so I wanted to give you an idea of what's going to be happening on the wedding night, what's to come, so to speak. So when two people are in love, they get married, and then after they get married, they normally go away somewhere, someplace beautiful, and then they get, you know what I mean? Like, they will go behind doors. I recommend going behind doors and you that so that bitch can't get out. You show her God. You know what I'm saying? This is how you show her. And so strong because she ain't never seen it before. And you drill.
AntonsHVAC.com, ANTONSHVAC.com. It's springs. It's tune-up time. You got to get in there for a tune-up. They're offering an AC clean for $69. That's absolutely incredible. They have so many different financing options as well. Now, Anton's Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Energy experts, they do all of that and more. Plumbing, heating, cooling, energy audits to make sure that your house is as efficient as possible. I've had them do that. We saved money immediately within 5 minutes of the tech walking in. He's like, oh, you can save money here. You can maximize the efficiency of this room and this house by doing this. And I've also used them for repairs and installations, a new water heater and a completely new furnace recently. And it's made all the difference, saving us money, and the house is just more comfortable. They specialize and make sure, they really emphasize total indoor comfort. Ask them about the Heroes program as well. Absolutely amazing. It's all I'll ever use. Anton's Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Energy experts. Check them out now. World-class service at AntonsHVAC.com, ANTONSHVAC.com.
Jeff from the Rizzuto Show, and I'm standing here underneath the beautiful Hubbard sign. This is our, quarter mile, whatever it is, to keep clean, and because I lost real and fake again, I have to clean up the highway. So we're here at 270 in Olive, and I'm going to go clean up the highway, so enjoy. Hope they made it home okay. When's the break? There's a room key from the Hilton. I wonder what guy threw this out of his car window on the way home. Patrico. Smells like exhaust.
Bath Authority. Now, if your bath or shower is old, it's outdated, it's gross, mold, mildew, or you got broken tiles, you gotta call the Bath Authority. Now, the Bath Authority provides the highest quality bathroom remodeling products along with a world-class customer experience. They take care of you. Modern, durable tubs and showers are designed with an exclusive, high-tech polymer liner. That means little to no maintenance. That means resistant to mold and that gross mildew. That means it's easy to clean, and that means it's going to last for decades. In fact, it comes with a lifetime warranty. Walk-in tubs, replacement showers, tub-to-shower conversions, and more. Every unit's custom-built. You pick the premium accents, you pick the accessories, you pick the safety features. All Bath Authority products are 100% made in the USA, can be installed in as little as 1 day by their certified factory techs. Call today, 314-347-0410. Get $1,000 off a new shower or bath, plus 36 months of interest-free financing. TheBathAuthority.com. A better bath awaits.
Oh, hey, just sitting here checking out all my awards. You know, there are many ways to reach us in the Point Studio. You could call us, you could social media us, I think you could even fax us. But there's a new way. It's called Mic Drop. Yes, download the Point app, click the Mic Drop feature, talk into your phone, and your message goes right to us. Look, I just got one from Jeff Burton.
Hey, Rizz, great show today. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, I f***ing read this stupid f***ing thing that head told me to read.
That's right, the new Mic Drop feature. Download the Point app.
Is this thing f***ing recording still?
Time to save some green. Go visit my good friends over at Mount Top Motor Company out there in Troy. They have an incredible lineup of cars, trucks, SUVs. In fact, you can see the whole inventory right now at mounttopmotors.com. And to top it off, no payments for 90 days. They have some of the best financing around, all kinds of ways to save some money. And what's amazing about them is they're just down to earth. It's a no pressure environment. So you're gonna find the right car. You're gonna enjoy the process because they're amazing. So aim higher, go to Mount Top Motor Company. It's mounttopmotors.com.
If you've been in a cold, drafty home, don't suffer through one more winter that way, all right? Call my guys at Universal Windows Direct. They have an incredible technology developed by NASA called Super Spacer. It helps keep the edge of the glass warmer, holds the steel longer, makes windows last 5 times longer than any other system, and you get good windows for your home within your budget. They perform better and last longer. It's buy 2, get 2 free. Buy 4, get 4 free. You get it. You get the math. Plus, Universal backs it up with a true lifetime warranty for as long as you own your home and 30 years to the next homeowner, which is a good deal. You're basically haunting them with savings like a ghost, and that's pretty cool. Not only will you be getting the best windows on the market, but your new windows will be installed by the absolute pros. You don't have to worry about a thing. Schedule a free in-home estimate today, and for every 2 windows you buy, again, you'll get 2 free, plus triple pane glass, plus it'll double your energy tax credit. And if you told them I told you to call, you get an additional $250 off your next project. I don't know what else I can give you. Go get some new windows. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to universalwindowsdirect.com, and like me, you will be saying, I love my windows!
Yeah, I gotta say once again, thanks to Herb Equipment for bringing some toys up here to Rizz Farm. And, you know, we gotta do some mulching. So Mike and Chad here brought a tractor with them. And check this out. It says Captain Rizz on the side. All right, so we're gonna use this to get the mulch from and it's gonna go into the trailer. So I don't know how to use this thing. So who's gonna show me how to operate this fine piece of machinery?
I got you covered, Rizz. This is a 3046R John Deere 46 horsepower tractor. Hop on in, man.
All
I
right.
can give you a little rundown of everything.
Where's the air conditioner?
That's as fast as you go. It's as
Okay.
wind in your hair.
Okay.
Hey, the first thing you got to do is give it a crank over.
So I turn the key.
Whoa! At that point, that selective control valve, which is that lever right there, that'll operate that front loader. Pull back, that'll raise up. If you pull it towards you, it'll tilt it in. There you go. And it'll do the opposite if you push it away from you. It'll dump. This will allow you to go forward, reverse. Very simple nowadays. But
Even I can figure that out. There's arrows. So the arrow pointed this way means go forward, and the arrow that way means go backwards that way. So where's the stereo?
The stereo, the next thing we're going to put in for you. Yeah, but right here, that's where you get all your RPMs. So when you want to hit it and get it, push things forward.
Oh, boy.
That's where all that horsepower comes.
So I would assume the rabbit is fast and the turtle is slow. All right, mulch. Here we go. Yeah, baby. Bombs away! Now we gotta get that mulch onto that field. So I need to put that mulch in a trailer. So let's get the trailer down here. All right, so I need to hook this onto that. Thank God I have Chad and Mike here from Herb to help me out. So I'm gonna back up, and then you guys help me hook the trailer up to the tractor.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. To the field. Not that one. So, time to start mulching. Well, not me. I got some friends. I got some friends helping. So, listen, I'm just going to drive the tractor and they'll shovel the mulch out, put it on the plants.
People this morning about maybe going to my guy to get a vasectomy. That's right, Dr. Huama at South County Urological. 314-843-8000. Join the club. Join the hundreds of racial listeners who have gotten their vasectomies at South County Urological. Now they offer for your procedure the nitrous oxide, the laughing gas. Really set your mind at ease. I'm telling you, it was a very quick procedure for me. My insurance covered everything. Went in on the Friday, rested over the weekend. I was back to work on Monday. Just iced myself down over the weekend. No yard work. No yard work. No throwing the kids around. Just relax. Now, at South County Urological, they also treat kidney stones. They have a stone center. You'll be treated quickly. Also, the prostate health stuff. We've had Dr. Huatma in here talking about how important prostate examinations are and how guys are just bugged out. They don't want to go because they're scared. You know, they think it's weird. Early detection for prostate cancer is so important. South County Urological, 314-843-8000, southcountyurological.com. That is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Today's wrap-up sponsored by
Jack in the Box Jack Wraps. A little bit of healthy, a little bit of indulgence only at Jack.
All right, today's podcast is titled
The Edging of the Wad.
The Edging of the Wad. But we had some fun today. We did the simpleton trivia. I mean, I tell you what, we talked about a lot of things today. You don't want to miss anything. Make sure you get that podcast if you missed a portion of today's show. You'll love it. I promise you. All right, tomorrow, Craig's Freak of the Week. And, Do It Bitch, Lern's version.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
It's on tomorrow.
It is. All right, Moon, what else?
Can You Feel the Punk Tonight tickets available, 3 p.m. and an 8 p.m. show coming up May 11th. Make sure you get those. Other than that, yeah, just be cool, man.
All right.
Just love
Thank
one
you.
another. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
And strap in.
Strap in, strap on. Learn.
I got nothing.
Rafe.
I have everything. Follow me at Rafe, and I am Rafe Williams on all social. That's all I have.
Scott.
Yeah, follow me, King Scott Rules.
All right. We leave you with a